Why am I doing that? That's stupid.
I'm back.
We're good. Just getting everything all set up. Seeing how everything's going. Need to update the Twitch title. This is episode 6, by the way. And I did a count. We have 20 hours of content, guys. So
Nice.
really proud of that. Let's see. I just want to see how we sound real quick. So, you guys, don't make a sound. Okay, 1 second. Can one of you guys say something real quick?
Hello.
Say something. I'm giving up on you. Say something.
I heard that song.
All right, perfect. You guys probably heard yourself right there. That means my setup is working. Thank you guys for helping me out with that. So let's just get right into it. We're a little bit late, guys. I'm sorry about that. I'm not really sorry about it, but I am a little sorry about it. It was a little crazy here, so we were just getting everything set up and letting everyone kind of settle down a little bit. If you're watching right now, welcome to the Role Players Podcast. If you're on Twitch right now, you probably have heard this before if you're a listener. No one is watching at the moment, I don't think we have. Oh, we've got 5 people. So, anyway.
I don't know if we're going to get a lot.
There we go.
There's that whole Amazon strike going.
Yeah. So anyway, welcome to the Role Players Podcast. Thank you guys so much. We're really excited to do this. This is the 6th episode. Real quick, I'm going to just pimp the channel a little bit. Make sure you follow the Role Players Podcast. We usually stream here on Polymac 1. I've been thinking about changing the name to the Role Players Podcast as this is all I stream. But feel free to follow real quick. It really helps us build. And I'm trying to work to get to affiliate, so that would be awesome. Other than that, go and check us out on YouTube. I think next week I'm going to have it set up, so I'll dual stream on YouTube and Twitch. But make sure to go over there and follow us there as well. That way you can catch up on all the videos that we've posted. I post every single night after the stream. Almost right away, I have it up within an hour. So yeah, make sure to go follow us there. It's The Role Players Podcast. Anyway, why don't we start real quick and just introduce everyone? I'm going to start with Morrie. Why don't you start pimping stuff?
Well, I don't have anything to pimp right now. Everything's still a work in progress. But my name is Morrie. I am a student at Montana State University. And I have to play with this loser named Max sometimes, unfortunately.
Yep.
I guess he's okay.
Yep.
We like him.
Sorry,
I guess. He's a fun guy.
1 second, I'm going to write down, what's your character's name again?
Raz.
Oh, I'm really sorry. He died. No.
Rock fell.
Oops. He fell.
Roll out the bard voice.
There you go. All right. And then after that, once that Morrie is going to be doing a podcast soon. So as soon as that's up, we'll put it up and you guys can check him out. He's awesome. Pat, why don't you pimp yourself?
Yeah. I'm Patrick. Also a student studying environmental engineering. I think like the main social media I use is Spotify and Instagram because I have a dance club on campus that I do a lot, so I have a lot of different like DJ sets. So feel free and check them out.
What? Okay, DJ sets, love it. Okay, Thomas, why don't you tell us about you and please make sure you don't pimp honey anymore.
I don't what anymore?
Pimp honey. Don't pimp it anymore.
Oh, okay. I won't.
They wrote into me and they said stop it now.
Sponsor.
You are not affiliated with us.
You have to fall season desist. Damn. Moving up in the world. It's like you're a YouTube content creator or something.
Something like that. Shit.
Exactly. It's great. Hey, my name's Thomas, and today I'm going to be pimping my own Instagram because I feel like it.
Okay.
You can follow me at Thomas the Strange. That's Thomas with no H, like Tomas. At Thomas the Strange for all of my art and whatever else I feel like putting up there. And I'd also like to thank our sponsor for the podcast, Audible. You can get
Jesus
an audio
Christ.
book today. You can get 2 free audiobooks if you use our code at Role Players Podcast. And after 30 days, you can get an audiobook a month for $14.95 only.
Thomas, I
Recently-
told you.
Recently, I've been reading One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It's a haunting story about all of the things that were going on in past medical
Hey,
things.
Larsa, what's your
It's-
max HP now?
and it's just horrible things about how they used to treat mental illness. It's a haunting story. There was an amazing movie made about it, but the book's even more amazing. So I'd check that out. It's my recommendation for this month.
Okay, that was
Max is
beautiful.
gonna
Thank you.
fucking kill
Jordan.
Mac is like screaming right now.
Hi, I'm
Okay.
Jordan. I'm a vet tech student. I occasionally write fan fictions, and I play an ungodly amount of Dragon
Hey,
Age.
okay, can I commission unofficially commission a Naruto fan fiction from you, Jordan?
God.
Commission? What? Has anyone ever commissioned anything?
Can,
You would actually be surprised.
can
I
you?
mean, I guess I'm not, but at the same time, it's just
I think
fascinating.
usually writing, like, it's usually just, oh, can I request? I don't know if a lot of people commission, but I wouldn't
Can
be
I
surprised.
commission something
Yeah.
from you, Jordan?
Maybe.
I'm a sand ninjutsu warrior, and I hate this boy named Thomas, and I kill him.
Hey, dude, Thomas is a nice guy.
I'm just trying to.
I think I can work that in
Hey,
somewhere.
can
Just
you
trying to help the
commission
role
that
players.
for me, please? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get
No,
the
no,
role
no,
players
Thomas,
podcast to
Thomas.
break even.
Thomas, don't worry about that. I'm not talking about you, Thomas. I'm talking about
Oh, okay.
a different Thomas.
Thomas with an H.
It's a Thomas with an H.
Yeah, who
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
onto my
that one.
stream and he just
Mac just really
advertise.
hates Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, he does.
That's all it is.
That would be a great fan fiction. Fucking Gara versus
Be that
Thomas the
fucking-
Tank Engine.
I wasn't angry. I promise,
That-
guys. Sorry about that.
Fan fiction that I endorse or
Maybe
one on
that
my
fucking-
podcast.
Gmod We Like to Party video, those Naruto characters instead of the
Oh, nice.
heavy
Like
and the scout.
All right, so let's get going. I think last time we had who did our little recap last session.
I think I did.
Yeah, I think you did. So right now I'm gonna have Jordan do a quick recap, real quick. Jordan, tell us what happened.
All right. We got back to the city of Matoa. Is that how you say it? Matoa.
Matau.
I like how
Matau.
we
We're always
still-
going back and forth.
Yeah,
I
it's
never
okay.
remember. We got back to Matau, and we're trying to investigate this guy named Hannon that we ran into.
Hano.
That is Hano. I can't do names.
It's okay.
I'm just gonna
You're
say that
fine.
right now. I'm gonna forget every goddamn name.
I was just
Um,
correcting you so you guys didn't mess it up.
Yeah. So we're trying to find info on him, and one way or another, that leads us to the stretches to meet up with Larso's good buddy, the Scythe of Matau. Yeah, the Scythe of Matau, and he gave us some info, and we wandered around, and we caused a big scene, making a fuss, tearing up some posters, doing some casual vandalism.
Hell
And
yeah.
when we went to go and watch some slave fights that the Scythe won, well, I can't really talk about it because that's the #1 rule of Fight Club is you can't talk about Fight Club. A lot
She's
of
learning,
shit went
boys.
down.
She's learning.
We got attacked violently by strange people. We mercilessly slaughtered all of them in a shrouding mist cast by our lovely wizard. Oh yeah, also we met Raz. We just kind of picked him up at the bar and dragged him along with us. He's got no idea what's going on, really. We mercilessly slaughtered everyone. There was a couple of nuclear smites and a couple of just nuclear sneak attacks. It was a very brutal fight. We later realized, oh shit, these guys have injuries, like the guy that the Scythe was like autopsying or whatever. We go back to our inn to discuss our things, and then the Scythe showed up injured and apologizing and nearly dead. I believe we saved him, but he's unconscious, and we kind of left it off there for the night.
Yep, and the only other thing to mention is that Thomas, your character went running off to look for Ulfo.
Right,
you were
right.
being led off, sort of into the street to where Ulfo is. Now you are brought to a little apartment that is in a back alley. The entrance for it is in a back alley somewhere in the Kiln Rows, right behind a butcher shop. And the butcher ushers you inside.
Cool. I go inside.
So when you go inside, it is a rather sparse-looking apartment, and it looks like a couple people live inside this apartment. You see what, while it is sparse, it is obviously lived in, and you're there's a little stairway that you go up into a little sort of office space, and in this sort of office there is a desk. And there is a wall with a map of the city of Matoa on it. And at the desk is sitting Ulfo. And
Cool.
the big man has these glasses, like spectacles, as he's looking down at pieces of paper on the desk. And there's a couple of the scribes that you know that work for him around him, kind of giving him reports and stuff. And as soon as he sees you, he kind of, gives him a little hand wave, and they sort of pick up the stack of paper from the desk. They sort of sort it real quick as you two stand there silently, and they walk out and close the door behind them. Ulfo just stands up, takes his glasses off, puts them on the table, and just sort of, gives a little stretch as if he's been sitting for quite some time.
Also, I have some pretty bad news if you haven't heard it already.
Well, I probably have. I've heard a lot of bad news today, but continue.
Well, do you want mine, or can I have yours first?
Well, I'd rather have yours first, because mine will be a lot longer.
Okay, well, settle in. I'll give you the short version. It seems like you're tired. I'm tired too, and I don't want to make this go on any longer than it has to. There's another gang. They're in the stretches.
The stretchers, yes, I've heard.
Yeah, the stretchers, I think is what they're calling them. So I decided to go down and see the scythe. And that's who I found all this information from, because I was trying to find out more about our friend Hano. So I went down there, and there's a bunch of propaganda for the... God, what's her name? Is it the Count?
It's the Duchess.
The Duchess.
The Duchess of Greeka.
Yeah. There's a bunch of propaganda for the Duchess of Greeka getting put up everywhere, so I think the stretchers have something to do with it. I got a little crazy, as I normally do, so I made a public declaration that the stretchers kind of sucked. I burned some posters in front of them. Everybody's terrified down there. I wanted to draw them out of hiding so we could find out where they're coming from and who they are. We went to a fight. The fight quickly turned into us being the main event because we were attacked while we were inside the fight.
He sort of starts nodding his head as if this is the part of the story that he's heard, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
and the rest is probably on your desk.
He goes, "Yes, is there any other news that I would like to know?"
Yeah, it wasn't the scythe who set us up, that's for sure. He almost died on our doorstep at the Lumpy Lampoon.
And he kind of looks straight at you and he goes, "What?"
Yeah, it looks like he's been controlled by whoever the stretchers are. They've been having him create I can't even tell you, man. It's like an army of reanimated people, as far as I can tell. They're all cut open. It looks like the scythe has been performing some kind of necromancy or something. Those were the people that attacked us. So we're kind of at an odds here, and I've got some urgent business I need to take care of down there, and I can't have people down there getting hurt because there's lots of people I care about down there. So we need to... I think I just need your help, or I need some kind of support, or I need information, because we need to figure out where these guys are coming from.
So he kind of looks toward you and he goes, "Well, I may have some answers for you, something that may interest you in many, many more ways, but it wouldn't be right for me to tell you, and to be honest, I'm very tired. And this letter," and he goes into his pocket, right?
Yeah.
And he pulls out a sort of neatly folded letter with a red wax seal on it. And he hands it to you, and he goes, "This is from our mutual friend."
Okay, I grab it and open it.
And he goes, You are free to have this room for as long as you wish. I, though, have some things to attend to.
Right.
I can
All
promise
right.
you very few things at the moment. The city is becoming very unstable. I have people all over who are talking about things that wouldn't make you very happy. And I can't go around stepping on other gang leaders' toes. If I go and do that, the Stretchers are going to call the Red Pads, and the Red Pads are going to call any number of other gangs that may want a piece of the Kiln Rose.
Do you think the red pads are in with the Stretchers, or do you think they just will do that?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. I didn't know that the Stretchers had been putting up, feudalist propaganda up in the stretches until just now. And that's not a good sign. This speaks of something that is probably coming from an outside source, like Greeka, the Greek spy you talked about.
Yeah.
So we must keep our eyes out, but I will let you know that if there's anything that I can do for you other than support that would get me in trouble with every other gang that surrounds me, I'll be here to help. But for the time being, I must go. And he nods and he pats you on the shoulder as he walks out of the room.
Okay.
And are you going to read the note right there?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit in his desk and put my feet on it.
Okay.
Just like kick back. Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of are you looking around at all, or are you just sitting in the desk?
I think before I open it, I'm just gonna kind of take a little gander around the room, see what's there.
It's really, really common. There isn't even any drawers on the desk. The most you can get is there are windows in this room, and they sort of look out over a little courtyard that's in the middle of like one of those little blocks that you can see on the city map. So
Yeah.
here, I'm gonna switch you guys over back to I think you guys should be here. Oh yeah, someone's drawing on it right now. Okay, I was just making sure you guys were on the city map. I was just making sure you guys were here. Cool. You kind of look over and you can kind of see into the courtyards of those little blocks that you guys can see. When you read it, I'm pulling up the thing. I'm just going to copy and paste it into the thing, and then you can read it.
Cool. Oh, I'm worried it's gonna be sad.
It's from your mutual friend. That's what he said.
Cool. I wasn't expecting to turn into some kind of tragic character.
Yeah, it's
All
not
right.
tragic. Nothing tragic has happened yet.
Yeah, not yet. My friend only showed up at the door bloody and dying. Okay.
Yeah, it's the
It's
opposite.
okay, we fixed him.
Yeah, he'll be fine. We'll just a few screws loose. It's fine. All right, let's see. I heard what happened with the scythes. If there's anything that you need, I will be at the normal meeting place midday every day. Lots of things are going on in the stretch, and a new gang has been causing trouble. The scythe has gone missing, according to a couple rats that I pay. Told me that the slave Tola now leads the stretcher resistance. Okay, that's good. We like Tola. Which now consists of gladiators and street toughs from the arena. But this note isn't all bad news. I have a piece of news and a tip. For the tip, go to the Hilario Biblio bookshop and ask to pick up a book for the spirit. He will show you something that you will all find most interesting and may help you. As for the piece of news, there have been rumblings of an event that is about to take place in Matoa. Ulfo has been invited and wants you to go in his place because the name Hano showed up. He doesn't want you to cause trouble, but if some of the rumors are even close to true, this is an event you won't want to miss. P.S. Do not go into the stretches at night. Better yet, don't go at all. It is crawling with stretcher thugs. Just remember that book I left for you. Oh boy.
So,
Great.
two important notes that I want to specify. In this note, which you guys all know it's from the spirit of the Red Rose Market, also known as Nell. That's who this is from.
I thought she was the Phantom.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, you're right. She is the Phantom of the Red Rose. That's my bad. I was going up. I
Yes,
messed up.
Jordan's like, oh, I'm bad at names.
No, that's me. I I kind of just wrote this on while I was preparing for this, and I totally mixed them up. Phantom Spirit, whatever. One's in the opera and one's the red mask. Anyway.
Yep.
So anyway, two important things to note. The resistance right now is holed up in the arena.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, that is where they are all staying. I tried to make that as clear as possible. As you were reading it, I realized that wasn't as clear, but that is what is being implied. Is that Tola, who, Thomas, if you remember, this is the person that is protecting your mom at the moment, is at the arena, okay? And they are constantly being harassed by stretcher men.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna head immediately to the Hilario Biblio bookshop.
So you do know where this is. This is just a little farther away from the. It's a little farther away than the Red Rose Market. It's a little bit closer toward the wall, and it's veering on being in the Red Pad territory.
Cool.
But you find this little corner bookshop that's got boarded up windows with a broken like hole straight through the middle of the window, and on the door is painted Hilario Biblio Bookshop, and it looks like it is closed at the moment. You knock on the glass door. You don't hear any response, and you're guessing that because it is so late in the night at the moment, it is not open at the time. But you do know where it is, and you can probably come here when it is open.
Okay, cool. I'll just head back to the Lumpy Lampoon for right now then.
Cool. So, everyone's back in the Lumpy Lampoon. Is there anything you guys want to do before you go to bed for the night?
No, I think I'm good to go.
So, Jordan,
I'm Gucci.
you mentioned that you had been staying with the Scythe.
Yeah, she's keeping an eye on him, and when she finally is satisfied, okay, he's not going to die, she'll probably just leave the familiar weapon on guard to alert her if he starts getting worse.
So, as you sort of were going, you'd been monitoring him at specific points. You remember, if you remember correctly, he did have a laceration in his lung that was just causing problems breathing and things like that. Your poultice seems to have staunched the bleeding at this point, and it has also definitely helped that you have cast healing spells on him to sort of repair that internal damage that's going to cause him to die. Obviously, he's probably going to have a super sick stab wound, and he's definitely unconscious, and he's at that, you know how someone gets into that REM where he every once in a while he's breaking out into sort of a sweats a little bit, and his eyes will just sort of shake under his eyelids.
Yep.
He's at that stage right now. You guys, what are you guys gonna do with him? At the moment, he is in your room, Jordan.
I think Tanith will probably keep him in here since she's kind of the doctor. She'll probably just try to keep him comfortable, try to keep an eye on him through the night. If any of the others want to help her keep an eye on him, she'd be okay with that. She's not she's not very old-fashioned.
I'll help keep an eye on the guy. Why not?
So
I wanted to
yep.
keep an eye on the door as well. So I might maybe not stand out in the hallway, but I could be in the room but closer to the door.
Cool. So
We'll have a big old slumber party.
So, real quick, you guys are checking on him. It is getting to night. Thomas, you do get back, and I'm guessing you probably slip in to check on the Scythe. What is your guys' sleeping situations? If you guys stay up all night with him, you will incur exhaustion.
Do we just want to each take watch?
Yeah.
I'm just going to pass out on the
If
floor.
we're all going to stay in here, we could each take a watch. I can have my familiar watch all night because it doesn't need to sleep.
Dude, works for me.
Mm-hmm.
We could just let the familiar alert us if something goes wrong.
Yeah,
That's
just do a
true.
long rest.
Yeah, it'll just kind of hang out in the room, keep an eye out.
So you guys
Hey,
kind
really-
of what
really
did you
quickly,
say? Yeah.
Can I interject?
Can you have
how
a
many
what?
people know that we're here?
Probably most of the bakers, who are the gang that run this place. Other than that, you do not know. The only person you really told where you were staying was the Scythe, who you told where you lived, and that's how he found you guys.
Oh, thank God we told him. I hope we didn't get interrogated.
Yeah.
But you're not aware if,
That
you
would
know,
suck.
whether you guys were followed, you aren't aware if he was followed. I mean, there's all sorts of things that could happen in the meantime. But to your knowledge, the Bakers and the Scythe knew where you were. And Tola, because Tola was in the room when you told.
We should buy a house. Okay. We all good to sleep?
Yep, so you all go to sleep. Okay, real quick, all of you do your long rest to get everything back.
Yep.
Then,
Also, a quick question I just remembered. Am I
Yes.
supposed to roll a d6 every day for that ring that I have?
yes. So just
Okay,
roll that
I'll do
right now.
Real quick. I
Then,
just remembered that I have to roll for it. Oh, cool! I get 6 charges today.
awesome.
Woo!
Oh.
Hell yeah!
Oh, and then Thomas, you still have that knife. Remember the underworld knife.
Yeah, what does it do? I always forget what it does.
So can you write this down in your equipment real
I
quick?
remember it gives light that only the user can see.
Yes. So I will
Oh,
read
yeah.
it. I will read it out for you. The underworld knife is a magical knife that, while holding the knife, you can understand undead beings and lights up a 20-foot space with a light that only you can see.
That's really freaking good.
That's going to be incredibly useful for me, the rogue, and also talking to the stretcher.
And remember, it will count as a magical weapon for the purposes of overcoming resistances. Now, it doesn't have any pluses, it doesn't have anything else, but it will overcome resistances.
I'm going to kill some dead people. Cool.
Okay.
The only thing I did with that was kill a living person. I just used it as a normal knife, just knocking it around.
So,
Oh, cool. That's great.
okay, all of you get through the night relatively peacefully. The Scythe maybe moves and jerks, a couple times in the night, as he's sleeping or dreaming or whatever's going on. But there's nothing that you guys really need to worry about. Jordan, though, you awake. Well, you don't really awake, but you find yourself back on top of the memory of the people's mount. So remember that's where you continue to go back to. It's the mount as it looked before before humans came and settled this area. So as you guys can see on your map, that is this little. I'll show you guys. You guys should all know where the mount is. But
Did you mark it on the World Anvil map?
I did mark it on the World Anvil, but I'm going to also pop it on the on here. This is the mount.
Okay.
It is a
Okay,
acropolis built over, like, it's not built, but it's like this rock plateau butte, right, that sort of comes out of the ground, and there's one stairway that goes up to it, and that's this right here. On top, that's where all like the political. It's got the place where the prime stays. It's got places where it's got the church, the main cathedral to the God of the people. It's got the academy. You guys went up there that one time when Branson was trying to pee in that fountain all session.
Oh yeah, no Branson.
What?
It's got a
Rest in
whole.
peace, Branson.
It's like
Branson.
30 minutes of
Session
trying to
one was-
pee.
Session 1 was a great time.
R.I.P.
So, that is where the mount. So you are up there, and there is nothing on top of this mountain. It is just empty, just grass and a couple trees. And you look out over top, and you see like I said before, there's a little settlement below the hill where the castrum is, which is right here. You can read, and it is just a collection of very simple wooden huts built from overturned ships.
That's hot.
And sitting, looking at this little camp, is a very beautiful elvish woman who you know very well by this point, Jordan. She has come to you almost every single night since you released her.
Oh, same lady, huh? Wow.
And she turns to you and she smiles.
I smile back.
And she goes, I would like to show you 2 things.
Of course.
And this time, only one of them will be our usual trek.
All right.
And she brings you on this trip that seems to go by in the flash of an eye. But you can sense that you are going miles and miles with every step. And she walks you to the front of a beautiful marble and like grown wood, like just it's grown into the building. It's like a little palace. And you've seen this place every single night. She continues to bring you back here. And she goes, my weapon still awaits you here.
I know. We haven't really gotten the chance to travel that way yet.
In your greatest need, it will be here for you.
My greatest need?
Yes, and it's something only you can find.
Okay.
And then, with a pop, you appear back on top of the mount. And you are once again looking over top of the settlement. And she goes, I have one other thing to show you. And she walks, you walk for a couple minutes across until you are standing about here on the mount, just right on the edge. And you look down, the edge, and you can see a place that looks rather familiar. This is where the church now stands that you guys helped.
Okay.
And it's almost as if you guys are down there suddenly. And you're standing in front of a cave. And as you enter the cave, it turns back into what it is now as you walk down through the cave. And it is now again a tomb where she had lived for, a long time, right?
Yeah.
And she leads you back into that room, and she touches 4 different letters that are in this ancient language. And as she touches them, she whispers words in a language you don't understand. But
What is that?
as she touches them, they glow. The letters underneath the grime of thousands of years start to glow again. And a door opens up. Then she turns to you, and she tells you 4 words in Elvish.
Okay.
And those 4 words, I'm not going to tell you the Elvish words. I'm just going to tell you the translations, which she also tells you. And sort of this, when she speaks to you directly, it almost sounds as if you can understand her even though she's speaking a different language, because she's speaking more as like a spiritual, telepathic link, right?
Yeah.
So she tells you 4 languages. 4 languages. 4 words in an ancient language. And that ancient language words are grace, refuge, light.
Grace?
Sorry, did you hear that? Grace, refuge.
Grace, light.
Refuge, light, aid.
Grace, refuge, light.
And she points out the exact letters that are now glowing, and she says the words in order as she points at them.
Okay. What was the last word?
What? Aid.
I got grace, refuge, and light. What was the last
Aid.
word? Aid. Okay.
And she points them out to you again so you can kind of see. And she goes, long before humans came and wrecked this beautiful land, there was a secret network that we traded with the Big-Kind. And the Big-Kind carved them over thousands of years into almost every part of this country. You could find these ancient tunnels once more, if you wished. But they've changed. I can't see them anymore. I can only see parts of them, the parts that haven't changed. And she goes, I hope you find them, and you wake up in your room. It is now the next day. You guys wake up, you head down.
How's the Scythe doing before we
He
head down?
is still unconscious, and he seems to have stabilized at the moment. So he's just sleeping.
Okay.
Before we head out, we should get him a glass of water and just leave it there for him.
That sounds nice, yeah.
Glass of water, some medicine.
Yep, you touch him up real quick. You don't really need to do much. You replace his bindings, with new cloth.
Change the bandages,
Yep.
clean up a little.
Yes, and you guys head down. You see Chichio. He gives you all your customary breakfast that Olfo pays for.
Hell yeah.
So you guys don't have to worry about a ration today.
God bless.
Then he asks, so what's the agenda for today?
Well, Chichio, you've heard me say this like once, and it's not going to be the last time. If I told you, someone might try to kill you.
He kind of nods his head and he goes, well, if it's anything like what happened last night, which I heard about, by the way, and I wish you would be more safe, Master Larso, but, just, watch your back out there, okay?
Don't worry, Chichio.
He kind of winks
one
at
day
you, rubs his...
One day I don't come back. I'll come back the next day.
He sort of rubs his hand over his, balding head, and he goes, well, it would be a shame to lose you, but your buddy Cassandra was actually looking for you yesterday as well.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it seems as if he's worried about you. You haven't shown up for guard duty for the couple days?
Yeah.
You know what you should tell him next time?
Yes.
You see him? Just let him know that everything's completely fine, and I've been called to serve my kingdom in a different way.
I'm guessing you mean Republic, but yeah, he goes, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Republic, yeah.
Well, we'll look into that. I'll make sure to tell him.
Great. Thanks, Chichio. Thank you.
And anyway, what are you guys doing? You guys are free to go.
We have some stretchers to wear out.
Run, be free.
Yeah, well, that, and we should probably... I'm going to go get that book. I guess, if anyone wants to come, they can.
I mean, we could all we should just stick together right now because we kind of are wanted. So I feel like if we split up, we're gonna get murked, right?
Picked off.
Yeah.
We're gonna get
Let's
picked
just
off
gotta
one
stay
by one.
together.
So let's stay together. Let's go get your little book, and then tonight we have two options. We can see if we can lure the stretchers out to attack us, or we can go to them at the fight.
Oh.
So, you guys walk across the Kiln Rows, walk down the streets. You are definitely noticing that you are getting a lot more eyes than you've noticed in the past looking at you. You'll see bakers.
feels good.
Bakers sort of give you a little salute. You'll hear a couple people calling you, saying "Good job last night," that sort of thing.
Oh, it's all good looks. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, publicity is probably
Okay,
not a good thing generally, but
Be like, thank you. I'll be here for.
I arrived
I'll be here.
yesterday.
I'll be here.
I accept.
Donations.
Don't you even dare start that again.
Oh, I only sent that to Mac, and I meant to send it to the.
That's okay. You can send that to me, bud.
Yeah, I'll just be always.
Oh, that's real cute.
Isn't that cute?
That is real
I thought
cute. Here, send it in the chat too, so everyone else can see it.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Yes.
That is a
so-
really good drawing, Thomas. I enjoy that.
That is I love that. That's so cute.
Sure.
It's so peaceful.
I like the triangle tree in the background.
Thank you.
Little cute
There's
one.
a lot of them.
Okay. And you
peaceful.
guys finally make it to the Hilario Biblio bookshop. And inside is a weird collection of books in different stages of wear. There are scrolls stuffed in scroll shelves with different interesting little knobs on the ends of them sticking out, and the room just is stale with just incense of different, like, you can see all around you there are different fragrances of incense floating around you. And behind the
Burns
counter,
multiple fragrances of fucking incense in the
Yeah, this place is instant sus.
This is a fire hazard.
Yeah,
It's odd for a library.
just put.
So negative, every single one of them.
well then,
As an optimist, but this is weird.
so as you guys are sort of hanging out, by the way, everyone, that is what Thomas drew right there. You can see that. It's very nice. I heartily enjoy that.
Just helping the immersion.
Move that.
So pretty.
Behind the counter, you see a woman, and she's got mousy brown hair. She rather pale, as if she stays inside and reads books all day. And
Okay.
she is standing in front of a large shelf, and she is adding a large pile that goes up past her face into a already overflowing bookshelf. But she, every single time, she finds a very specific place, and she sort of sets it, it very specifically in different places.
Organized chaos.
And she turns, here's the door closed, can't really see you over her pile of books, so she half drops, half sets down this entire pile of books on the ground in front of her. She goes, what can I help you with?
I'm here to pick up a book for the Phantom.
And she goes, yes, come with me real quick. And she runs to a back room at which she runs inside, and this room is even more full than the room you just passed through. Have you guys ever seen hoarder shows?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh god.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
floor
no.
to ceiling books
At least it's just books. It's
with
not
little
cats.
channels going in at random points so that someone could, slip in and sort of find a book that they're looking for. And she sort of looks behind one of the pile of books, and she goes, Olo, get up front for me for a couple seconds. And you see a younger boy, maybe like a 12-year-old, 13-year-old boy, who looks very similar, pass you guys, smile at you guys, and enter the actual shop area. And she goes, follow me real quick. And she goes to the back of the room, and there's a little set of stairs that she goes down. And as you go down, you realize that it is starting to turn from a newer sort of stone to an old, ancient-looking stone basement, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys enter into this sort of cellar, this is much cleaner. There is maybe one or two boxes down there, and a little table with a couple things set on it, and one of which is a old book that is got a faded red leather cover that she picks up and lovingly sort of pats as she hands it over to you.
Oh. Is this it?
Yes. And the book that you see it's called The Ancient Paths.
What does it say?
It's called The Ancient Paths, colon, under Matoa's feet.
Fuck yeah. Cool.
Tanith is immediately very interested.
Wow.
That's sweet.
And you open the book sort of to look at it, and it is in so Thomas, You would probably recognize this. Tanith, you probably might not. It might be a little bit... You can definitely understand it, but it's like reading Old English. It's definitely older than what you guys are speaking. 200, 300 years old, right? And as you sort of flip through it, it makes reference to the Duke of Matoa, which is something that hasn't existed for almost 100 years. And right in the front of the book, as you open it up, a little note falls out of it. And when you pick it up, it is the same handwriting from the other note that you received. This is from Nell.
Great.
And she goes, I've always been sort of curious where I lived for all those years. And I was always too scared to venture far from where we were understood. We were too scared to venture too far from where we stayed down in the unders. But, once I got out, I realized how extensive they must be. And I thought I might give you a little hint. And the book that you definitely don't have time to flip through this. This is like a 150-page tome.
Yeah. Right?
And you just sort of look through the first couple pages, and it seems to be a historical / fairy tale exploration into the thing that very few people realize is actually in Matoa, which is the underpaths.
Yeah. And
he gives all these different names that they are called. They're called the old ways, the old paths, all these different names. Sometimes they're called the rat holes, the criminal runs, other things like that. But he seems very convinced that there is a bigger thing going on beneath the scenes than just these are simple things. And she specifically has it bookmarked to one page, which you open, which talks about an old tunnel that was found near the Red Rose Markets.
Oh.
And you guys know where that is, except for Morrie.
Wait, I know where that is?
You don't. You're the only one who doesn't.
Oh, I thought you said I'm the only one who knows. And I was like, wait, what the heck? That makes no sense.
You three, this is the tunnel where she lived.
Oh.
Remember when you guys went underground and you went through a couple tunnels real quick and you ended up in like a little section with that had the 2 bedrooms where you fought Brickface?
Fucking Brickface.
Do you also remember all the different times you've been underground in Matoa?
Yep.
It seems to click in your mind that these must be connected in some way, that there must be a sprawling undercity beneath your feet. Even maybe in the room that you're in right now.
Interesting.
And she sort of walks over to the woman with the mousy brown hair, the one who owns the shop, right? Walks over to the box and sort of snaps her finger, and the wall dissolves into like mist, right?
What the fuck?
I love her.
Whoa, that's cool.
There you go. It's pretty good. The wall dissolves into a mist, and you can see a tunnel leading out from this place.
Oh my god. So she knows too.
This is
Cool.
interesting.
So I guess I stashed the book for now.
You just where are you putting it?
Just in my pack.
Okay. And what are you guys doing? She goes, you guys are free to come anytime and come through this tunnel. The Phantom, she made sure to make it very clear that you were to be given access at any point.
Oh, ma'am, what's your name?
Lariel.
Nice to meet you. I'm Larso.
She kind of shakes your hand awkwardly.
Whoa.
And she goes, well,
So,
what?
why are we going into the spooky tunnels?
Well. Oh god. You see, Raz,
Larsa hadn't eaten breakfast yet.
Yeah, I'm just eating on the way.
You're in part of the book. It's okay.
You see, Raz, if we use these tunnels, it means we can move around the city without being seen, which is kind of a big deal for us right now, especially when it comes to the stretches.
That's pretty smart. I'm just curious about potentially, I don't know, what kind of other people also want to be unmoved or move around without being seen.
Yep, and whoever's down there, either we know them or we're gonna kill them.
Sounds good to me. I like this, man.
Okay.
Maybe we'll find more drug dealing children.
So, before,
We're
if
gonna
you
build
guys,
an army.
if you guys are going down here, I will give you a couple pieces of information, okay? The first piece of information is that this right here, I'm marking it down for, oh no, that's not what I wanted. Freehand. This place right here that you can see on the map, that is the place where you guys went down when you found Nell. That is the entrance right there.
The brown
You
spot?
guys, what?
The brown spot?
Yeah, that brown spot that I just drew. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it in a different color. That way, it's easier to see.
You surprisingly matched the outside of the map color.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, I
probably
did.
There we
to
go.
the
Okay,
Pantone.
there we
Okay,
go.
I see it.
So, right there, that red spot. That is where you guys found the entrance to the unders. That Nell used to use, right?
Okay.
You guys are now. Give me 1 second as I assess my map real quick. You guys are right here at the moment. You're about a block away from it. I didn't mean to draw two, so I'm going to get rid of one of those.
Okay.
Oh wow, so it's not even that far.
It's not that far. But both of those are entrances. And remember when you guys were down in the tunnels and you used it to get out of the stretches without being seen, right?
Yeah.
That tunnel, okay, went from the arena, which is right, which is right there, but I'll draw it again so it's easier to see.
Yep.
The fight club is right here, and it ran all the way to here, inside the walls, and that is where you went up.
Okay.
Now, those are the only entrances that you guys know about right now. I'm going to say this just so that you guys aren't confused about what's going on here. If you guys choose to go into the unders, I am going to be giving you guys directions in which you guys are heading, okay?
Okay.
You guys are going to have to keep track of where you are, okay? And I will do my best to keep you guys where you are, but you can get lost, okay? That is possible.
Okay.
So, travel at your own peril.
Cool.
Fabulous.
And by studying this book, you will obviously learn more secrets to the unders.
Yeah.
Okay.
That might be a good thing to do first. I guess I'll address the party and be like, okay, guys, I think although I want to badly to go back to the stretches and just start rampaging, thought about it.
What if? Okay, no, sorry. Finish
Yeah?
your idea. I'm so sorry.
No,
go
for
ahead.
it, Raz.
No. You.
Raz?
Let's see what you got, dude.
You guys
See
keep
what-
talking for
gonna
2
say-
seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm not gonna.
Sorry, just a quick question. Did Larso show us the letter that he had received as well?
I'm gonna assume after all this, it was explained.
Okay, yeah, because it
Right,
says
somewhere
there's an
within there.
event we're supposed to go to, but we don't know.
Yeah, I think
I don't know if we know where
only
that
I'm
is.
supposed to go to that officially, as far as I know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was. I guess it didn't say anyone else specifically, but. Oh no, it said hello friends, so maybe it meant all of us. We can ask.
Yeah, we're all kind of her friend.
We can ask
Yeah, we can ask Mac. when he
Mac
gets back.
for.
But also, like,
clarification.
I don't know if this is meta or not. I'm pretty sure there's one in that church down in the south side. I'm not sure if that's going to be useful to us right now, but
I don't think
Might
that's
have an
meta. I
entrance down
think
there?
there were. I mean, three of
Yeah.
us were there.
Mhm.
well, yeah. I mean, like, I think there might be an entrance there.
Yeah, no, but I mean that makes sense. It was fucking underground.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if that's like I don't know if that would be useful to us right now, but it's good to make a note.
Well,
that
I
that
mean,
will-
I think it's good to know maybe it's there. What I was gonna say is, maybe we do have that thing to go to tonight, or at least one of us, or something has.
I
happened.
think all of us are probably supposed to go to that.
Yeah.
just
It
for
doesn't
Max's
say
sanity.
tonight. It says an event is about to take place.
Oh, about
Yeah.
to.
We need
Where's
to
the
find
event
out.
at again?
It doesn't say.
Roll
We need
20.
to find out more about
It's
don't
that.
a
know.
note.
I think what our best option is right now. So
I guess we could just ask.
I
Alpha.
think, like, looking at it meta-wise, Max says something is about to take place. I think if we just naturally progress, we're gonna.
Yeah, either we'll stumble.
Yeah, but at
upon
the
it,
same
or-
time, he's made it very clear that we can miss stuff.
Yeah.
Non-meta-wise, I think we just need to find out more about the catchers
Yeah.
because these assholes know more about us than we know.
Yeah.
And so I think if we just go to the fight club, like from the underground passage, just send one of you guys up as bait, kind of like flex around for a moment, and then walk back under and try and lure some guys into the tunnel. Then we fuck them up, take them hostage, and then we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it depends on also how we interrogate them, because depending on when we do it, I
We'll
don't
figure
have
it out
it
when we
prepared.
get there.
I have access to the spell Charm Person. I don't have it prepared right now, but
Oh,
I
sick!
could
Yeah,
probably. I could
that's
probably
always an
convince-
option.
it's a great
Um,
idea.
It's like, because torture technically never works. Like, they'll just say whatever they think they can say.
Yeah,
But these
Stop.
are probably undead people, so we don't even know if they feel pain.
That's also true.
so a charm person sounds like a great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Provided
no,
that
I
they're,
think,
humans and alive.
I think that would
And
work.
remember,
Yeah.
you guys have said this, that you're gonna go to the fight club. The fight club is where the last scythes are holding out right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's where that rebel group is or whatever.
Yes,
That's not
the
bad.
resistance.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to talk to them. I also kind of want to just talk to. So this says that Alpha knows what this event is, so could just go ask him. Just be like, "What is it, and why?" Which might be helpful, just so that we know what to expect. Because it might be a meeting of gang lords, and that would be a good thing to prepare for. And maybe we could make a list of questions. So I think I at least want to ask Alpha what this is, whether he tells us or not, and then maybe you know what, I'm down with being risky. I'm great to go to the fight club and do something stupid. Like I'm all charged up. There's
Dude,
like people at stake here. My mom. I'll kill for my mom.
The
I'll kill
longer-
them.
The longer we
Such a
wait,
nice boy.
the more danger your mom is in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I say we should probably go.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm getting a lasagna ready.
Dude, you're totally.
Cool.
Yo, Garfield, you're fine. I'm gonna put away my fruit really quick.
Have you guys seen? This is off topic. Have you guys seen that really trippy subreddit? I'm sorry, John.
Fucking love that subreddit.
It's so fucked up. I love it. I
That's
don't,
a good one.
Yeah, it's
I don't understand where any of that stuff came from, but it's great.
People like me usually.
Yeah, that's about right. Like, it's all really impressive artwork too, is the thing.
So, real quick, what are you guys deciding to do at the moment?
We're gonna go to the fight club tonight. So we need to think of a plan.
We also have all the rest of today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we still have more time.
if we
We
could
still have more
go-
things.
If we could go figure out what's up with the event that Ulfo was invited to, because if he's invited, it's presumably he's got a location and a time, or at least a
Yeah, it's
vague
not-
idea of
they
it.
probably
Either
wouldn't
him or
just-
Nell could hopefully tell us some about that.
Yeah. They're probably not just like I mean Nell could have just spelled it out in the fucking note.
Well, even so, like if the letter was like intercepted, it could have been a
Yeah.
problem.
Well, I guess we might as well just. So, are we cool with going to ask Alpha something?
Yep.
I guess.
You don't know where he is at the moment.
Okay.
As normal, he moves around.
Well, Nell's in the usual spot, she said, which is I'm
Oh.
guessing somewhere in the
At
Red Rose Market.
12:30, at midday every day.
So,
Great.
Yeah, so we could go and find Nell, and she could probably give us some more info.
Yeah, I'm down to go also just talk to Nell generally.
She's
but
literally
hey,
got eyes and ears everywhere. With
Our
her
friendly
perch
neighborhood
on.
ghost.
Yeah, she's cool. All right.
Who's this Nell person?
We stopped her from trafficking drugs because it made her money, and she was like a street orphan.
She's 12.
And she shot a few
Wait,
guys with a crossbow. We murdered some people in a hallway, and now she's kind of like our child's ring runner of intelligence.
I would
Wait, so you stopped her from selling drugs?
not to be
Yeah.
dramatic, but I would literally die
She's
for
12,
Yes.
and she shot people with a.
Well, yeah, because she was defending herself. She shot us with a crossbow too, but she missed.
Okay, well,
She hit my shield a
okay,
good few times.
Give it of that. So why does she help you though? If you like stopped her?
Well, because we
we
got
showed
there
her
a better
better
job.
Yeah. better job. This one has benefits.
They have dental.
She's
Okay,
got full medical.
let's go talk to the.
Yep. To the 12-year-old girl.
So
To
you
the
guys,
12-year-old girl.
go to the Red Rose Market, and where your meeting place is. By the way, it's also like 8:30 right now, so you'll have to wait for about 2 hours to 1.5. Sorry, a couple
Yeah,
hours
okay.
before anything happens. If there's anything
You
you
guys
guys want
wanna
to
get
do,
breakfast?
you can do that. Once again, before you guys leave, L'Oreal, the woman, she snaps her fingers again, and the mist that had kind of been slowly falling through the room snaps back into place on the wall, and it now once again looks like just a small cellar.
Can I touch where the? Can I touch?
Yeah,
where the
I was
hole
about to
I want
ask.
to reach
Yes.
out and put my hand against it.
If
Okay.
you didn't know that something was there, you would have no idea what this place was.
Is
This
it
very
solid?
impressive.
Yes, it's solid.
Like, is the entrance solid?
You push into it. How hard do you want to push?
Hard enough.
So as you
Pretty
sort of first touch it, it feels like normal stone. It's cold. It's like a little damp, you know.
Yeah.
And as you continue to push pressure into it, you just barely. And if, like I said, if you had no idea that this was here, you wouldn't even notice it. But as
Yeah.
you push into it, it gives just slightly, as if you're pushing into some sort of like soft, right, like some soft sand or something, you know. But it's still firm, and you really have to push into it to even
Soft.
get that far, right?
Whoa.
Oh no, did everything disconnect for me?
Cool.
Can I make an Arcana check just to see what kind of magic it is?
Yes,
Was that a yes?
yes, you can.
Lit.
Jeez.
Discord just froze on me for a moment. I was terrified.
That's a 22.
Yeah, you definitely know. Let me double check my thing for her for 2 seconds.
Mac like reads his notes and comes back with wall magic.
Whoa, magic.
The magic of the walls.
So
Guardian of
this
the wall.
is I'm trying to look for. I didn't think you'd ask this question, so no. Okay, this is a transmutation spell.
I was about
You can tell from exactly what she did. She literally turned this sort of mist into solid stone, or approximation of stone, right? But it's not the
That's
same,
neat.
right? So she can change it between a arid form, like a dust that settles into the air, or when she snapped her fingers, she was calling it back to where it was.
Okay.
Cool.
And then she leads you up the stairs, out, and she goes, make sure to come back anytime. Well, except for night, that is, because we're closed. So, I guess anytime but at night. So, yeah.
She totally heard you knocking.
Normal business hours.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. You guys, what are you doing?
Huh?
Like I said, you guys have a couple hours until the meeting time.
We might want to just see if we can get anything prepared, see if we can buy anything that might help us.
Let me think. I wanted to get some spell components for my new ritual.
Or like some pocket sand or something.
Pocket
Pocket
sand!
sand is good too. I need to. What do I need to get for the spell? Hold on. Okay. I need special fortune telling tokens worth at least 25 gold.
Okay. You know a place that had exactly that. Remember that old woman's shop that you stumbled into?
Right. Right. Okay.
You remember seeing some of those sorts of things in her shop.
Okay, cool.
And remember, that was in the Red Rose. It wasn't very far away.
All right, cool. So I can stop there and grab a couple little things.
Okay.
It's-
While she's doing that, is anyone doing anything else?
Don't think so.
I think for now I'm just chilling.
Cool. So you guys head to the. I'm guessing you guys are going to Jordan because he said he didn't want to split up.
Yeah.
You guys go to the old woman's shop that was unlabeled. And it was unlabeled. It was sort of in like a little back alley, and it was in like its own little courtyard, and it was sort of an open door sort of little shop, and it just had an old woman sitting in there and a bunch of herbs and incense and candles and a table with all sorts of different things on it that she used in her spells. And as you guys enter, she kind of looks up at you with like cloudy eyes, and she goes, "Ah, you're back."
Yes, I am. I needed to buy some more materials.
Ah, what are you looking for, my dear?
Fortune-telling tools, mostly. Bones or tarot cards or things like that.
She goes, "Ah, you've come to the right place." And she goes to she kind of stands up shakily, picks up a cane, and sort of shambles over to a wall it's a stone wall, but it's inset with these like little handles. And she pulls it out, and they're all little shelves, or like little like drawers. And she pulls it out, takes the little stone little drawer, and she pulls a bag that seems to be made out of a strange leather, and she holds it out to you.
Okay, I take it and look at it.
And that's 25 gold, right? 25 gold worth
yeah,
of... Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
25 gold.
Cool.
Thankfully, the spell does not consume them, so...
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. This.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just for augury.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
good spell.
you now have it. You pay her your money. You guys are still standing around. Is there anything else you guys want?
While we're here, I'll also ask her name, because I don't think I got it last time, and this has been a very helpful shop so far.
She goes, "Well, you can call me Nan."
Nan? Okay. I am
My
Tanith. It
fucking
is very
grandma's
nice to
name.
meet you. I'm
And what did you say to her? You kind of cut out there, Jordan.
Tanith was just, like, introducing herself as well.
She kind of extends her hand, and you sort of shake her somewhat like clammy old hand.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "If you need anything else, make sure you come back."
Of course. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Is there anything else you guys want in here? Anyone else?
Nope.
Other than that, you guys are, I'm guessing, just waiting until 12?
I want to
Yep.
buy some caltrops.
Perfect. Yeah, you find a place in the actual Red Rose Market itself that sells little bags of caltrops.
How much?
Let me look that up. Okay, for a single bag of caltrops, each one has about, anyway, it doesn't matter. They do it by the bag.
Yeah. It's like 20 a bag or something like that. I don't know.
What's that? I'm looking up this and then doing this other thing. For a bag of 20 caltrops that is good for one use, unless you pick it back up, it is one gold apiece.
1 gold piece?
1 gold per bag.
Okay, I'm going to spend 4 gold to get 4 bags of caltrops.
Perfect. He hands them over and you pay the man.
I'm like, thanks, my guy. I appreciate you.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone wants to do?
I'm good.
Okay.
Good to go.
Unless anyone else wants to do anything, I'm gonna go put my lasagna in the oven real quick. So
It might be a good idea to run back to the Lumpy Lampoon quickly and just check on Scythe again before we do the meeting.
Let's do it. See how he's holding up.
hey everyone, if you're in chat right now, definitely we're gonna take 2 seconds. I'm gonna go throw a lasagna in the oven. If you're here right now, make sure to follow Polymac1 so you can see us later. Thank you.
Hey, yo.
Alrighty.
Yeet.
I'm gonna be right back too then.
All right.
Same. Why not?
Okay. I am back. So unless you guys have thought about anything that you
That
are
was fast.
going to do... Oh, sorry, did I interrupt something?
No, you're good.
Sorry. Okay. Unless you guys are going to do anything, you guys wait until it's about midday. You guys are kind of seeing the sun at about... its...
Jordan's not back yet.
Oh, she isn't? Okay, I'll wait for her. Sorry.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Is that a Naruto poster on Jordan's wall?
Hell yeah, brother.
Can't tell. I think it is. Haha. Very good.
And like I said before, we are going to be streaming. Next week, we are going to be double streaming on YouTube and Twitch. I'm just going to see how it is. I set up a restream.io account, so that'll be pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
So hopefully we'll be able to do both. I'm gonna check out the technology this week. I'll probably do it at some point if I have a couple extra 30 minutes or so. I'll play a run of Slay the Spire and check it out, see how it goes.
I love me some Slay the Spire.
What's your how high is your ascension there, Thomas?
I don't know. How do you check?
Your ascension?
What you mean, like?
The ascension for each of the heroes?
Oh, like my level?
No, you know what ascensions are. How long has it been since you've played?
A while.
Dude, you need to go back on. They
No,
implemented this new thing called Ascension, and there's up to 20 of them for each character. And when you beat
Yeah.
it, you can go to the next level of Ascension, and then it gets harder and harder and harder.
I think I've been doing that. I just haven't like looked at it. Hold on. Does it reset if you lose?
What is it? What did you say?
It doesn't reset if you lose, does it?
No. Once you
Well,
beat it, you're set to that thing. Man, it's so hard, man. So hard. And
I
the
don't know
craziest
what
thing is everyone's complaining. They're like, "Oh, the silent is so hard." I cannot do it with the ironclad.
Ironclad's easy.
Dude, I have problems with the ironclad. I can only do it with the silent.
I like the silent.
Yeah,
That
see,
and
that's my
what's
favorite
the
one.
other one? The other one's busted. The fucking...
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I kind of agree.
Dude, you can do some fucking bullshit.
Yeah, the robot guy's
Yeah,
so
he's
broken.
busted.
Dude, I love it. It's so much fun though. Dude, every once in a
actually
while,
think-
when I need a breather,
Sorry about
I
that.
play a good old. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get started.
I'm an easily distracted individual.
I usually play the dailies. That's
Yeah,
why. Like,
dailies
I
are
don't-
super fun too. I like those.
I am gonna do this really important checking of my ascension though. Probably pretty low.
No, you guys are
It's
good.
low because I play the dailies so much.
In the meantime, while he's doing that, you guys don't want to do anything else, I'm guessing. So you guys wait around until the sun is just raised up above the buildings of this urban jungle that you guys are in. And when it gets there, you guys are sitting in this little back alley that Morrie, your character Raz has never been in this part of town before. Specifically around the Red Rose. And this is your first time waiting in this alley. And a little, you see a little figure enter the alley. And as she approaches you, she takes her hood down, and you see the face of Nell. And she smiles kind of wanly at you three, and she sort of turns a side eye at Raz, and she goes, "Huh, I've heard a lot about you."
Holy shit, she actually is a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah, she's scary, man.
Yeah, we told you. Did you think we were lying?
No, but like, I don't know. It's still like, I don't know, seeing a 12-year-old kid hooded walking up all sketchy like,
Yeah.
it's still surprising, you know? It's one of those things where you expect it, but it's still like,
Someone
Probably
told
not
me
her
you
full
came
name.
in through the North Road about a week ago.
sounds about
She goes, "I'd be interested in knowing where you're from, but I've got other business to attend to, so catch you later."
Oh,
And
Wait.
smell you later.
No. No, wait.
Are you about to throw down with this child?
Fuck no, I don't fight.
She'll
Is
kick
Nell
your
just-
ass.
an
I'm just
asshole.
saying.
Is Nell just walking away right now?
no, she's sort of looking at you three now. The one she really knows,
Oh,
you know.
okay, cool.
You guys have a personal
Yeah.
connection with her, so she's all sweet on you guys.
Mhm.
Yeah, cool.
She
Hey, Nell,
she goes,
um,
"Yeah."
in your note, you said that there was some sort of event that we had to attend in Ulfo's place. What, where, and why?
I wasn't the one to hear about it, which is weird nowadays, but Ulfo got news from someone that there was an event going on, and a lot of people were being called down. And some of them are just regular citizens, some of them are part of other gangs. All she knew is that the person who sent this messenger, who gave him a location and a location and a time, was a person named, Hano, which is the name that you guys were looking for.
Hano, yeah.
Fuck.
That's all we know, and I've only heard really, really crazy things about it, so I wouldn't believe it.
What are the crazy things you've heard?
I mean, some people say it's a way for the police to crack down on, some of the gang activity that's been going on. I heard one man saying that it was the god of the people of Matoa was going to come back and reveal himself, but
God?
Okay.
I-
That's claims.
I
That doesn't
wouldn't
sound
trust either
suspect
one
at
of
all.
them.
Okay. I think. God dang. I think Hano might not be the real big bad guy here. Honestly, I'm
He's
starting
probably
to think,
working for someone.
I'm
he's
starting to
still the
think that
only
he
major
might be able to
connection.
help us with the stretcher. I mean, I have nothing to base this on, but I at least maybe want to go and hear him out.
It's either that or he's trying to trap important people.
Yeah.
I think it's smart if we just at least maybe go hear.
And she goes,
Yeah.
"Yeah, Ulfo was going to send you a message when it was actually, locked down, but he was told that it was going to happen sometime next week."
Okay, so we
Okay.
don't have a specific time
Yeah,
yet.
that gives us time to at least do some
Yeah.
research on the stretchers and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks, Nell. Let us know if you find anything else out
She
about
goes,
this.
"Will do. I'll make sure one of the kids comes down and slips a note under your door."
Sweet.
Thanks,
Okay,
kid.
yeah.
And then she sort of just throws her hood back on and just walks off.
Rad.
Oh, oh, Raz. She
Well.
also gives you a dirty look as she leaves.
I'm gonna smile and wave at her.
She just walks away. All right.
Seems like a great kid.
She's a good
She
kid.
is. She's wonderful.
She sells drugs.
Shut up.
She is. you do better with the knife and the sword.
I know. Okay, so let's play dress up. let's get disguised. And I mean, I know we're going through a secret tunnel, but we got to get there first. So
Yeah.
probably suit up.
As dawns on the mustache.
Hood up. At some point, I'm gonna need to like buy makeup or something.
Bird up. No, okay.
Hood up, sleeves on, eyes
Hey,
down.
Mac, I have proficiency in disguising. Like, my
Yep, you
disguise
do
kit.
now.
Does that do anything specific?
You can take a specific amount of time, and me personally, I allow like really simple disguises, like something that would take you like 5-10 minutes. But you can also do more complex disguises that take an hour or so to put on.
Yeah.
And they basically just let you hide who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
I don't know why, but I just got really fond memories of my Contra character from that Mistborn game.
there you go, dude.
Just ducking into the bathroom saying,
Dude.
"Oh, I need to change my disguise," and just.
You missed the follow-up Mistborn campaign where I just made Mac regret everything.
Yeah, he did a
Oh,
gold.
session.
He was a gold compounder. So
Oh no.
so he just was unkillable.
Yeah, so I was functionally.
Neil put a stick of dynamite
shit,
up his
yeah.
butt
All right.
because he was a
That's
gigolo.
I don't know. I'm still pretty proud of. I spit out my bones and dive into the pipe. That
Dude,
was a good- that was a
dude,
fun
when
one.
you said that,
That was-
literally everyone at the table was like, "Wait,
the look
what?"
on Brooks's
Oh
face
my
in
God.
particular.
Oh.
was-
Dude, and the best part is when you had to fake that you were a what type of
I think I said it was like a copper mine, like
yeah
architecture.
you were a
researcher?
copper mined that's so I remember that was a really good session.
Like
Anyway,
I remember I legitimately forgot for at one point that I wasn't really a copper mine.
well, and then you had to like try to fake that you had the power anyway. And
Yeah, it was good shit. That was good shit.
So tell me exactly what you guys are doing right now.
I think I'm gonna put on a pretty hefty disguise.
Okay,
I
so
might
it's
as
going to
well.
take you a full hour. It will be 1 o'clock by the time you're done.
That's
So, is the disguises so like the people know us there, or are we worried about the stretchers or what?
I'm just worried about kind of just
like
well,
we don't
one,
want to
gotta
draw
get-
like the red pads attention.
Yeah,
to
one
us.
we got to get through red pad territory, and it's
Well,
and I feel like the stretchers do know my face at the very least the most. And if it comes to it and we need to bait them, like I'll take the disguise off. But for now,
All right.
let's see. Do I have any spells?
and I mean I can make disguise. I mean I can do good disguises. I might as well do it. You know.
Yeah. I got you. Smell.
So
That
you
is a very
guys
odd
go
phrase.
back to the Lumpy Lampoon. Go inside your room, double check on the scythe real quick. He's now awake, and he talks with whoever is checking on him as Thomas is putting his makeup on. It's really drowsy.
I'm there.
He's really drowsy, really out of it. And he can't speak too much, but he's emptied the glass of water that you guys left for him.
Nice, the water.
Yeah, dude. Gene.
After the hour's done, Thomas, you have a very convincing disguise. Tell me what you look like.
I'm gonna look like I'm just gonna look like an old man.
Very nice. You, I think, do you know what? I don't really care. You look like an old man.
Yes.
If you're gonna spend an hour, I'm just gonna give it to you. Why not? I don't
I
care.
mean, like let's say like I have the profile of an old man. If you looked really close, you'd probably tell that I'm not. But I put on like little facial hair, like some moderately convincing.
Why don't you
wrinkles.
just give me a roll real quick? 20 plus your proficiency.
Okay.
I'll just do it. Why?
Uh-huh.
I mean, this is why we have roll 20, so it's easy.
Yep. Okay. Let me do the roll. Wait. where's
This
that?
could be like the acting component. Have like the
The
disguise and
acting he
acting
gets for
separate.
free. The acting he gets for
Ah.
no, he gets it at advantage because he's got the actor feat. Yeah,
Okay, so
it's
I got
Whoa.
15 plus your proficiency plus disguise kit is I think it's an wisdom or intelligence
something.
kit.
Oh.
Attribute. I'm just looking at disguise
Uh,
kit attribute.
Plus, what is it? Would it be modified by? Oh, yeah,
It
'cause I don't know
doesn't
what it
tell in the thing. I'm just gonna call it a.
Everything?
Let's
I
call
have
it a
performance
charisma.
and
Let's call it a
personality.
charisma roll.
Okay, so that's gonna be
Just 'cause I know you're good at it.
17.
Cool.
17. Yeah, so it's actually gonna be a
19.
19
So it's a 19.
total. Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
It's a 19. So you look really good, Thomas.
Thanks.
Damn, what a hottie.
Dude,
I'm
he's
an
thick.
old man. That gives me an excuse to do an old man voice for the next
All
hour.
right. So what are you guys doing now?
That it does.
Oh no.
I think we're gonna go to the stretches.
I'm gonna go out and look for the cheapest pair of glasses.
He's just gonna put glasses on.
I was just gonna. I've got my long sleeves and my hood up. I'll be good with that, I think.
I have single mustache.
Is there like a fucking like a prank store? I want to look for glasses with mustache and the nose. Those exist.
I don't know. Do you want to roll me? You haven't seen one. That's what I'm gonna say.
You haven't seen one.
You haven't seen a joke shot.
It's nat 11. I don't know if you add or subtract.
I was just gonna do like a general. I was just gonna do like a general knowledge check.
Oh, dude, if we're doing knowledge, can we do intelligence?
Sure, why not?
Oh, sick. How about an investigation? Because I have to kind of like investigate.
Nah. It's common knowledge.
All right, that's gonna be a 14 then.
All right. You didn't really see anything, but there were a couple places that you could probably find like old clothes or something like that if you wanted to, put some on. They're just in the red rows.
Okay, do they got a pair of glasses, like old glasses?
You find there's that old man that you guys harassed before that was selling all those knickknacks. He's got a pair
Yeah.
He's got a pair of shattered spectacles.
Dude, I'm gonna buy them off
That
of
guy's
him.
cool as fuck.
Yep. He's gonna sell it to you for a silver.
So, do I?
What do you say?
What else this guy got?
He's got a couple books on the table. What did I say he had before? He had a couple books on the table. He has a small copper box. He has a couple strange, odd knickknacks that you can't quite place. And he's also got a little straw dolly.
Cute.
So that's all. I'm getting the spec.
Cool. Sounds good.
I'm gonna go talk to our rogue really quick.
Yep.
Hey, Larso, what man?
Hey, what's up, Raz?
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
So now you're doing this whole disguise thing, but I want to make your disguise look better by coming in with the worst disguise.
Okay.
So I need you to fasten me a fake mustache.
Wait, I'm fashioning a fake mustache.
Correct.
Uh,
And I'm gonna attach it to the spec.
oh yeah, that sounds great.
You have a
I'll do
couple. You have a fake mustache in your box. You got one more.
Cool. I give it to Raz for sure.
Okay, I'm do whatever fucking gimmicks I have to do to attach it to these specs.
You
I'm gonna poke the glass out of the specs.
you
and
kind
just
of
put 'em
take a
on.
little thread that's coming out of your ratty jacket, pull it out, use it to tie it to your new spectacles.
I'm gonna spin it around in a circle and be like, "Ta-da! Best disguise ever."
I applaud.
Yes, it's wonderful. Just
They'll be so distracted by how trash it is that they won't even expect.
I'll just like glance over and be like, "Who are you?"
You're like, exactly.
Who the fuck is it?
Draw a sword. Who are you?
Like I take it off. I'm like, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
All right.
I'm ready to go. Kind of sneak
Spelunking.
into the entrance. Yeah.
Okay. So where exactly are you guys heading at the moment? It is about I'm gonna say it's like 1:30. It took you guys about 30 minutes to after you went to the Lumpy Lampoon to walk back to the Red Rose Market and to get the stuff that you guys needed. So it's about 1:30 right now.
I'm thinking go to the secret entrance that leads to the fight club.
So which one is that?
Is that? Do we want to go to the one further in town, or do we just want to try and find our way from the Red Rose?
I guess I'd also be willing to find the way from the Red Rose. That'd be interesting.
You guys do
I guess-
whatever. I'll stick along.
We haven't studied that book much though, which probably would have been a smart idea.
Oops, that was
How much
bad.
time we have left?
Until
I think we have like plenty of time. We're kind of open to do
Okay.
whatever.
Look, I can study the book a little bit.
Yeah, if you wanna check out the book before we head in, I think we could.
Yeah, I'll do
we could
it.
Just take a second.
Hey, Mac.
all right, I want you to give me a straight intelligence check.
What if I straight up cast comprehend languages? Would that help?
No, this is in a language you can understand. It's just like reading old
Straight up
English. Yeah, it's just like reading old English. You can understand it. It's just, I'm seeing how quickly your character is getting through information. All right, so a 15. So you gain a couple interesting pieces of knowledge.
Sick. Let me open up my.
So if you look at the Roll20 map that we have up, this beautiful Roll20 map, you hear that the first piece of information you read while reading is that the stretches has always been an area that has been using the unders more than almost anyone else. Crime, getting around as quick as possible have always been things that people in the stretches are wanting for. Because of this, the tunnel network that has been dug over time has constantly been changing. Some gangs will close off different passages and they'll open up different ones. Sometimes they'll do that sort of stuff. So anything out here is in flux, and you can guess that during the time, so when this was written, by the way, the stretches were still there. Now, after it was written about 100 years ago, when the rebellion of Yellow and Purple happened, the stretches were completely burnt down. So you are assuming, just because of how well your int check was, that there may have been some changes to this at the time in there. But you do know that these were commonly more referred to as the ratways. Anything in the stretches were ratways. Another piece of information.
So that means that anything like outside the stretches is probably going to be pretty reliable, but the second you hit the stretches, these ratways become like complex, convoluted, and change all the time.
You could probably guess that that's the case. Another
Fantastic.
quick thing is you read that part of the unders contains a work that the 3rd Duke of Matoa constructed, and it was constructed to be a very simple like sewer removal system, and it's something that is still used to this day. And he even sketches out the did you hear that? Did you hear that? You're cutting in and out there, Morrie. What are you saying? Morrie.
Can you guys hear me at all?
Yeah,
You're cutting in and out. You're making it really hard.
Am I cutting in and out,
No,
guys? or is
you're
it Matt
better
cutting in
now.
and
You're
out?
better now.
It's probably just Discord popping up.
Yeah. So,
Gotcha.
what did you try to
I
ask
just want
me?
you to say the sewers. Tell me about the sewers.
So, the third Duke of Matoa constructed a sewer system that was used to efficiently get rid of as much waste as possible, right? He even sketches out a quick map in the book where he knows this path to be. So I will draw that out for you. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to draw it in red on the map.
Sick.
And I'm going to do one quick thing. You guys have seen this stuff rotate quite frequently, so I am going to hide this, and I am going to bring this to the front so that, ooh. 1 second. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry, my bad. Okay, you guys can kind of see that as it is. Here, I need to... Trying to get this figured out.
Is this on? This is on the map, right?
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to get it so that people watching could also see it.
Okay.
Real quick. Okay, that should work right there. People can get a pretty good idea of what's happening. It's not going to be absolutely perfect, but I'd love for them not to be in the dark for all of this. I'll leave that there. All right, so what he sketches out is what he considers to be the heart of the Unders. This is the main, biggest tunnels that exist, and it was made by this third Duke as just a sewer system, as I said before. He sketches out this plot. Oops, I have to go to the freehand. I've got to go to the red, so it's not as confusing. Okay. And he sketches out. Okay, that's part of it, right there.
Okay.
Here is another part of it. And here is another part of it. These are connected. This is one straight line. It's just hard to draw on this thing.
Okay.
And then there is also one more part that he mentions, and Thomas, you have obviously heard about this. This is where the sewers dump into the river of Matoa. And this is a stretch that goes right... Ah, crap. What's that? Goes right that way. And it empties out right here. It flows past into the river. It kind of turns it up so it's not as noticeable. The river does.
All right. But nothing really in the stretches then.
Nothing that goes in the stretches. And that's the only two pieces of information you get while reading for just a little bit. The stretches itself, the ratways, are super dense and convoluted and hard to get through. And other than that, there's also this main heart of the Unders, which is this long sewer. Tried not to hide that anymore. I'm guessing you guys... Oh, shoot. Did I screw everything up? Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry. I screwed everything up there for a couple seconds. I am super sorry for anyone watching on Twitch. I'm just a moron, so just forgive me, please.
Oh no.
I'm going to try to fix this so it doesn't look just so ugly. Is there any other questions that you guys have? What are you doing?
I'm good to just kind of charge on in.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys go to the little secret entrance that is right here, the one that, I'm going to point it out to you guys so you guys can see which one I'm talking about. This one right here, that is the one that Nell used to use. And when you go down into it, there is two directions. There's one direction that you guys, except for Morrie, remember heading, and that heads to a dead end. And that's where Nell and her friend used to stay.
Oh, that's neat.
Okay. The other way is the place you didn't head because you were chasing the Phantom at the time. That way is... So this is where I'm going to let you guys go. You guys are going to have to map out for yourself what is happening just to give it an edge of exploration. One is heading, just from the way you guys remember, one is heading north, and that is the one that where you followed Nell, and one is heading south, which is heading down a way. That's the way that you guys haven't headed yet.
Cool.
Why don't we just try... All right, so where exactly are we heading right now?
You can choose to head south.
Like, where's our end destination?
End destination, I think, is the... Aren't we trying to get to the fighting ring?
Just gonna map out down here.
We are going to the fighting ring right now?
Yeah, I think that's the intent.
All right. Well, let's go. You said one goes north, one goes south, Mac?
Yep, and the one that goes north is the one that leads to a dead end that they already know about.
Let's go south.
Mhm.
Can I draw on this thing?
Yeah, just do it in a different color other than red. Red is stuff that you guys know about. If you guys pick a different color, I'll be hunky-dory.
Doing yellow.
Okay, so this is heading...
And which one of the red dots
The
are
right
we?
one. Mhm.
That one, yeah. This one.
Sick. Okay, we go south.
Okay, so you guys head south, and this tunnel does two things. One veers... The first time anything happens is you're walking down the hallway, and you look to your right down the hallway, and there is a branching path that runs off into the darkness. And, just so you know, most of you guys are humans. So, Pat, do you have... do you
Dark
have
vision,
dark
yeah.
vision? Okay, so... and
We can cast
Jordan.
light as well.
Jordan
we
has
should
it,
do
too.
that.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can cast light.
Also, what's our marching order? I think we should do
Yeah.
a safety
this
sandwich.
right now, this is a very tight tunnel at the moment that you guys are heading into. It starts at like 15 feet wide, but by the time you get to this branching path, it is 5 feet wide and it's narrow.
Cool.
Yeah, safety sandwich.
I can cast light on whoever wants to go in front.
As Garth, you got this, homie.
Yeah, you're going.
I've got a bad sense of direction, so I'll stay in the back, actually.
I can go up front because I'm a pretty decent scout, I guess.
Sure, you can.
I've got good eyes. I'll be up front, light cast on my spear, snake flying a little bit ahead.
How far ahead?
I'll say probably 30 feet, as close to the ceiling as it can be. It's kind of trying to be sneaky.
Also,
Okay.
I was gonna say, because what we can do is, if we want, we could tie a string to your neck, and then we can cast light on that.
You know, that is actually that's actually really fun. I've got a glowing
Does anyone
balloon
have
snake.
string?
I do.
I mean, did someone pull a thread off like their clothes?
Just got like a little glowing snake lighting the way. I love it.
My God.
Tepin, I have a gift for you.
I'm gonna march with Az because I feel like it's the we're linked.
Who's taking the back?
I think
I
Az.
am.
As is.
Yeah, in case we
In
get
the
shot in the back.
All right, front's in the back, back's in the front. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you guys do get to that point that I had talked about before. It goes off into the right, and you guys, it continues until it goes into pure darkness.
So it goes into the right.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna draw this like that.
Mhm.
That. And then it goes.
Okay.
Looking for a yay or
I think so. I mean, I
I don't know. You guys tell me.
no, Mac. I'm trying to get an idea of how far we're going. Right?
I want you guys to roll me an intelligence check. Do any of you have keen mind?
Nope.
No, feet sucks. How about this? I'm just gonna count my
You
footsteps.
do.
Everyone who wants to can give me an int
Why don't we
check.
just count? Okay, what if we just retrace our steps and count footsteps and
11.
straight up do that?
It's not a matter of that. You're trying to see exactly how far you are. This map isn't necessarily to scale either, right? You guys don't necessarily know
Jesus,
like if
we've
I
all
walk
got
in this
11.
direction.
Oh.
Oh, he rolled
Wait,
an
no,
11
Thomas.
though.
Wait, no, yeah, Larso and Az both have a -1.
my God.
So we've got 2 11s and 2 10s.
There we go. That's perfect. All right. So, real quick, as you guys are going, none of you can get an exact. Thomas, you can tell that yours. I mean, not Thomas. Morrie, the line you drew is probably a little farther than it actually is, but you can't tell exactly where it is. You'd have to go down to
Okay.
really see where it is.
Okay.
We can go down it and see what it lines up. Oh my god, I bet you it lines up with the freaking church.
Let's do it.
Just like you were saying earlier, Jordan.
We're not going to go down the right side yet. We're going to keep going straight a little bit.
Is that where you're going, Jordan?
Actually, how much time we got before the thing happens? Before anything happens? What time
We
is it
got
right
a
now?
week for that thing. I think we can just kind of explore right now.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
I'm down to just kind of like, just keep on trucking and explore around.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm up to just try and kind of figure out a route. Like, if we can have some way to map it out for ourselves.
Okay. So, you guys are going which way?
We're going to go straight.
Go straight.
Okay. So you guys continue walking, and the next place that it diverges is a pathway leading to the left, but it doesn't seem to be going straight left, as in it's going like perpendicular, or sorry, perpendicular to you.
Perpendicular is right.
It is going toward your guys' back, like this, away from you. And once again, this hallway also continues into darkness.
So it's going like that, Mac?
Yes, just like that.
Perfect. We're going to keep going straight.
In that sort of direction, like I said, you guys have no idea of how close or far this is, right?
Oops.
Yeah.
My bad. Bing.
Okay, where are you guys going?
I'm good to just kind of.
We're still going straight?
Take this because he was the one that read. So I'm putting my trust.
Yeah, dude, I know so much. Fucking got this place memorized like the back of my hand, which I also can't see right now.
I've cast light. We can see.
I know. I was making.
He was making a robots joke. Remember the joke from Robots where he goes, "I know this place like the back of my hand." Oh, that's new.
Oh, that's funny.
That was also Robin Williams' rip, by the way.
All right, well, let's keep moving straight, see if we can connect with the sewer lines.
Okay.
I'm going to tell everyone about the sewer lines, by the way, so that's no longer meta.
There we go. So you guys continue down this, and it leads to a very interesting place. And it leads to what looks like a sewer. And above you, you sort of no longer need the light that you have in your hand, because this new tunnel that you enter into it's sort of got two sides to it, and in the middle is sort of this trough, right, that's filled with a disgusting liquid, right, and over top of this trench, over top of this trench in the middle are little holes that happen to be about every, and it's pretty every, 200 feet or so, there's a little hole in the top where light shines through. But every once in a while, the pattern is broken, and there isn't, 100, it's more than 200 feet before the next hole in the ceiling.
Gotcha.
Every once in a while, there will be a very, very, very old, decrepit, wrought iron bridge that goes over the top of the actual sewer, the poop river, and goes to the other side of the sewer. So every once in a while, if you guys wanted to switch back and forth, you guys can see that. Now, where exactly you are is a little circular room at the very beginning of where this is. And it seems like it was an old, service room. And you can see old, shelves that have now crumbled into, dust. And there are cobwebs all over it. You even see an old rusted knife laying on the ground around you. And heading, so I'll show you guys the stuff you do know. So the stuff you guys do know is that there is a line heading from here to here. Okay? And then there is another route heading off. Oh, come on. This way. But you don't know how far. It goes off into the darkness. Once again. This is another smaller tunnel, 5 feet wide.
Cool. Hey guys, let's go back and let's go make that left turn, the perpendicular one. I think that'll probably
Okay.
lead us towards the
Okay.
stretches.
Wait, the one that was
Lead
on
the way.
the right, you mean?
It
As you
was
were heading in?
initially on the right,
Now it's
but
on your
it is
left.
now on the
Gotcha.
left.
Gotcha.
All right, that sounds good to me.
So
I guess that means Az is in.
I don't know if there's enough space for us to rearrange the party, so I guess Az is in the lead now.
Yeah, I don't mind leading.
Yeah, I can have my snake fly to continue scouting ahead. I can just kind of squeeze past everyone.
So, you guys walk past this other one that you passed with that is going to the north, kind of at a weird angle, and you walk up to the perpendicular tunnel that you now have, which is now on your left. And you guys start walking down it. Before you know it, you come to a little. It's literally what is it called when you have like a dome, right? It's this large room that is in the shape of a dome. It's about 20. It's about
cistern.
Yeah, it's like yeah. Well, cisterns hold like water. This is about 20 feet high, and about 20 feet wide. In all directions, it's a circular room.
How
And-
long did we walk for approximately?
You guys walked for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
But like I said, this is a big city, and this map doesn't do exact good justice of like the size of it. This is just an abstraction, kind of, you know.
Yeah, no. Okay. Is there anything else, like any other?
Other than that, there are two tunnels. There are two tunnels leading out. One is in the exact opposite side in which you guys are, and one is heading off to the left of this room. There's also a third one on your right, and so these are all seemingly in cardinal directions, right?
Okay.
And this one is heading. It should have been heading, but it is now a collapsed tunnel.
Which?
To your right. So to your right is a collapsed tunnel. To your left is an
Okay.
open tunnel that you guys can follow. And right ahead of you guys, from where you guys have came, is another open tunnel.
How?
Wait, so the one to our left, which one is collapsed? The one to our left or?
The one to your right.
Okay, so the ones to our left and straight.
Are there any like gaps in the collapse of the tunnel?
No,
or-
it seems pretty
Pretty
like-
tight.
yeah. There's no way of getting through it.
Are you guys
Okay,
drawing
I was gonna
this
see if I
out
could have my
somewhere? 'Cause I
snake
don't
sneak
see
through,
it.
but
Oh no.
I'm drawing it on.
Roll
Oh
20.
yeah, I see it now. For some reason, it wasn't like loading in there.
Do you guys want to go straight or go left?
let's keep going.
Wait, I got it.
Straight, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys continue to walk down the tunnel. Oh, what was that, 24?
I was. That was just me. If I was rolling 11 or above, I was gonna say we go straight. If we go 11,
Okay.
we go
Guess you
left.
guys are going straight.
Really
So
going
this is-
straight.
Yeah, we're
Super
really
straight.
going.
So anyway, you guys continue straight, and you walk for about 10 more minutes before you hit a dead wall. A dead end.
We go back
Rip.
and we take the left turn.
Hey,
All right.
all
this
of
is
you,
fun.
give me an investigation roll.
Hey.
Okay,
I think that
Can
has
I-
a negative for me. It does.
Can I?
mine does too, and I
I
really need
give
to start doing
advantage
it.
to
That's a
whoever is-
14 for me.
I'll give advantage to Morrie with my snake,
Yes.
because he I think is the best at investigating. So
Yeah.
the snake is going to help Morrie.
Give me investigation with advantage. So do it again. See if you can roll better.
17.
You get a weird feeling. You something's clicking in your brain, and you ask Tanith up front to check the wall, and she puts her hands on it and pushes,
Oh,
and she feels it
Oh.
slightly give underneath her fingertips.
Oh.
See, dudes, I told you reading that book was a good idea.
Is.
Am I able to push through, or
No,
And
it's
this is on
it's
the right
still,
side,
It still
abs were
seems
heading back,
pretty sturdy, but you could try to break it down if you actually wanted to.
I will?
Wait, Mac, is this
Just
on our
really
right?
quick, is just out of curiosity. I will
just as a hunch, I'll say the 4 words that the elven woman told me.
Nothing happens.
Just see if that does anything. Okay, yeah. In that case, I'll just slap it with my spear.
Here we go. Smack down.
You stab it, and the wall collapses into a mist that falls across a very familiar room you guys have already been in.
Oh, sweet. That's the entrance to the. Yep.
Oh, we're at the bookstore.
Cool.
And
I thought this was the
you see a
bookstore.
very frazzled woman come running downstairs, and she goes, "Huh, well, you guys could have at least told me that you were going to be running around in the sewers. Now I'm all scared." And she's like, "What are you?" She's like, "Are you going to leave? I need to repair this hole in my wall."
Sorry, we were just
yeah, sorry
looking
about
around,
that.
trying to find,
Sorry.
trying to map this.
So the bookstore.
So the bookstore was like this red dot right here, I think. So we'd be right here. God, we haven't gone far at all.
No, but this is fun. I like the whole.
This is. It's like a good old hex crawl.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm just gonna leave. I'm just not gonna fuck with this map anymore. I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm just gonna draw a little line.
I think you can like click it and move
Yeah.
it. I think you'll be able to like click it and move it a little bit or something.
Okay, I don't
You
know.
know, like,
It's too
sort of-
big to move.
Well,
Fair.
it's in multiple pieces as well, so. Oh,
Just
no.
like-
No. There you go. That'll work. Here, do you know what? I'm just going to delete it because you guys know this path now.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys know this path. No. Whoever drew that. Get that shit out of here. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Well,
And-
we know this path.
Here's a little room. That's the side that is cut off. And that is the side that you guys have headed down.
Do you
That
wanna head
makes
the
any
other way
sense.
then, or... Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go right now or left initially.
So you're going down the other open tunnel. Correct?
We
Yo.
apologize to our lovely friend.
I know.
All right.
We
So
continue on
tell
our-
me you're going to your right now, so down the other open
Yeah,
tunnel.
we're going.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going down
So-
the unblocked.
Okay.
The other unblocked.
Yeah, we're going.
So
Except
you
if
are
like.
you are starting to walk down this tunnel, and you, Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay. You know your familiar, your spirit familiar, notices something
Yeah.
ahead. And he notices a sort of room, and you kind of stop everyone because
Notice
you're up
what?
front, right? I'm gonna explain it 1 second. You stop everyone and
Uh.
you look through the eyes of your familiar, right?
Oh fuck! Did Discord cut out?
Did
Sorry,
you
Discord
hear
just
me?
Discord just flipped the fuck out on me, and everything cut out for a moment.
That's okay. Okay, so did you hear me?
What did I notice?
So what you notice, give me 1 second, is that you kind of stop everyone in the tunnel that you are in at the moment, and you go into the mind of your familiar, and your familiar is at the start of is at a tunnel, at the part in the tunnel where the tunnel continues, but there's a little offshoot, and at this offshoot, there are 3 men standing around, sitting at a little box, playing cards. And next to
Okay,
them is a
um,
doorway. And they do not seem to have noticed your snake yet. But your snake
Okay.
is quite far off, and they're all
Snake.
humans.
Okay.
Snake.
Can I old man up to them? Can I like?
Yeah,
try and,
I will pop back into myself from my snake and just quietly alert the party to. What's
Hey, let's
up.
cancel the lights, by the way.
Yeah.
And this is kind of far forward too. Your snake was going a little farther.
Yeah, he's got.
Are
10
these guys human?
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
human.
For what it's worth, Snake has 10 feet of blind sight, so just in case that ever matters.
I think what we should do is we should give our buddy Larso here,
idea.
old man. Let's give you a torch so you can give off light. So if something goes wrong, us mere mortals who have no dark vision can still help you out.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can. I could.
He can see in light
always-
with the dagger.
Yeah, I could use my cool
Yeah.
dagger.
Az and I can also both see in the dark. So
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but
Marty's
you
basically the only one
you
shit out of
still
luck.
get disadvantage even if you can see in the dark on everything you do.
What? What if he can see though?
Yeah, I
with the
can see.
knife.
It's basically
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
so if you have
Well, yeah.
dark vision, you get disadvantage in
spectral
like full
sight.
darkness. In dim
Yeah.
light, it's regular light.
Yeah, so
But
if
I
we
think
had
his
like,
he's able to see. Just
well, yeah, he can. What I'm saying though is, if an old man who's human walks up to you out of the darkness, and he like seems to be seeing just fine, that's something that would instantly set off alarms for me, right?
Oh, I'm not gonna tell him that I'm seeing fine. I'm an
yeah,
act-
tie a blindfold around his eyes or something. Make him seem like he's entirely blind.
Well, I
can
mean,
just
like,
act blind.
Also, how are the humans in there seeing?
it's
So there's probably light.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
they
a
have,
little
like,
there's a
light
little
up.
lantern sitting at the middle of the
Okay.
table that they're playing.
okay. So
I
they
just-
have some
I just-
light next to them.
I just want to play the character of a helpless old man, and then if shit gets crazy, I just want to slit some throats.
All right, let's see it. Let's show us what you got. We'll
That's
back
hot.
you up if shit goes bad.
I'll keep my snake kind of up, like pressed against the ceiling.
Well,
If
yeah,
I
think
can,
it's-
keeping an
I
eye
think
on
it's-
them.
I think it's good if you could keep an eye on me while I'm there.
Yeah,
a
I'll have my
snake in your
snake on the
pants?
ceiling,
Cool.
and I'll be watching through the snake. So one of you guys is gonna have to like tap Tanith on the shoulder if stuff is happening that she's not aware of, because she's gonna be
Sick.
blind and deaf while staring through Tepin's eyes.
I'm gonna
Alright.
stand about 80 feet away, Mac. 60 feet if I can get that close without the alert.
I'm
I
gonna
ain't rolling
say
stealth,
if you guys get if you're really quiet and stuff like that, you'll be able to get at least 60 feet away.
Well, Az is gonna
We'll
have
hover
the
60
hardest
feet
time with
away.
that.
Hey, so Mac,
Yes. Give me. Yeah. What are you saying?
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna approach them with I'm gonna have like a hand on the wall as though I'm using the wall to guide me through the tunnels.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna shuffle around like an old man, and I'm gonna be kind of talking to myself.
Ooh, I like it.
I very quietly tell Az and Raz to alert me if anything,
Az and
to
Raz.
kind of tap her
Az and
shoulder if
Raz.
anything happens, and I go into my snake senses to keep an eye on
Okay.
Larso with
Yeah, I
these people.
Mm-hmm.
Give me guys one
Or wizard,
second.
you know how familiars work.
You three are right. Oh shoot, I messed up. Okay, there we go.
Oh no! What have you done?
All right, I'm sorry. I was pulling your characters into this. What is that noise?
Somebody is drumming a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that was me.
Are you sitting on your cajon?
No, I'm just.
Oh.
The microphone
where
just
is your
really
s-
picks up sound.
Where is your snake, by the way, Jordan?
I kind of wanted it to be like kind of pressed up against the ceiling above the guys, kind of above Larso to keep an eye on him.
Your snake didn't approach too close, so it didn't get into the light because it would have been more easier to see. But
Yeah,
it'll be
okay. It's gonna
closer
try
to
and-
Thomas. Yeah.
It's gonna try and stay close enough that it can see what's going on, so that Tanith can keep a little bit of distance to watch.
Okay. Just pulling everything in real quick. Like I said, guys, you guys will probably take a little bit extra time when we're doing this sort of stuff. I just kind of put this in because I love these sort of hex crawl sorts of things when they go off, right? Okay, you guys are in there. I need to give control of this to Morrie.
Woot, woot.
How
And
high
then-
up are the ceilings, by the way?
This is about 5. It's only you can't go up one space, so your snake will just be 5 feet on the ground and just ground level.
Okay.
And it's like I said, it's not a big tunnel. It's literally big enough that you can walk through it.
Okay, got it.
Okay. I'm trying. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work, boys. That'll work. Throw those in. Yeah, throw those in. That'll have to do.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys should be good. You will see what is going on now. I'm going to change this for everyone
Oh,
watching
sick. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
watching right now.
Awesome. Shit's about to get fucking cool.
Okay, so behind them, this is that door that you guys can see.
Okay.
Right here, our players are off in the distance a little bit down the way. But you see these guys just sitting around a table playing some cards by the light of a little lantern.
Cool.
And Thomas,
Awesome.
You approach 5 feet at a time, and you get to about here when you step into the light, and you're sort of muttering to yourself. So this one right here looks up from his cards as if you've surprised him, right? It looks like these guys have been down here for hours, and you're the first person they've ever seen, right?
Yeah.
And he kind of swears and throws his cards down and pulls out a sword, and the other two sort of jump up, and one almost knocks the lantern over but steadies it, and then stands up and pulls his rapier out. And they go, "Who's there?"
Oh, it's I excuse me? I'm hard of hearing.
These guys sort of start moving a little bit toward you.
Who are you?
They go, "Don't mind about that." And Thomas, why don't you give me I want you to give me a knowledge gangs check, something I want you to have proficiency in.
Yeah. Something that is, can I do it in, I don't know what I guess I have proficiency
History? I mean, I don't know.
Add
Give
proficiency to the
me
roll.
an investigation. You also have proficiency, by the way.
Oh, yeah, shit.
So just give it an
Plus-
investigation.
Just investigation?
Plus
Okay.
your
hold up.
proficiency.
Okay.
So like +2, -1.
Yep, 11.
Yeah, so just be a +1.
So these
11
three
is the lucky
guys
number of the night.
belong...
Well, I could roll this, or do you want me to roll again, or do you just want me to add to what I already rolled?
No, that's fine. These three guys belong to a little gang that sort of exists within Kilnrow territories, but they're sort of like low-time gang. It's like a group of 15 people that sort of do business on the side where Ulfo isn't looking. And they don't really have a name. And you've only really heard that Ulfo's been having problems, and that all the people in this gang, they all wear blue patches with teeth, like serrated teeth on the patch itself.
Oh, cool.
Edge lords.
And they go, "Hey, whichever way you came from, you better go back."
Well, I don't believe I can get back. It's a little dark down here, and I've been walking for hours.
I want you to give me a performance roll with advantage.
Oh boy.
You got this, homie.
Okay, so performance.
I'm gonna yell at him from 60 feet away. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
You got this.
you got this.
Okay.
Break
Got it.
'em.
Okay, so let's see. I've got performance +2, and that's going to be plus my charisma, probably.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, and I'm going to roll 2 of
Maybe
these
get it.
bad boys. Okay.
Wow!
Nice.
Wow, so that's a 16.
Okay. Yeah.
So they kind of look at one another, and they all sort of lower their weapons. They honestly believe that you are a old man, and they will go back the way you came. Get out of here.
I would at least, may I take a rest? Would you mind? I haven't been able to speak to anybody in a quite a long time, it feels like.
Yeah, one of them instantly caves. Instantly, he's like, "Oh, yes, grandfather, come here," and he pulls a chair out, one of the chairs that they were, a little stool, that they were playing cards on, and he sets you down on it, right?
Yeah.
And he hands you a wineskin.
Oh, wow. Great. I'll take a drink from it.
Yeah, you can take a sip, and it tastes like really crappy wine.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Would you young men mind if I played a round of cards with you?
That's great. This is absolutely great.
There's just such a long silence there.
Oh my gosh, man! I'm putting that die in dice jail. So the same guy who handed you
Caved immediately.
he just caved immediately. He kind of looks at his friends like he's just like adopted a stray puppy, right? Like
Aw,
it's those sort of
He
eyes
must,
where he's like he's got those sort of eyes
you
where he's
remind
like
him of the grandfather that raised him. many
yeah
years
yeah
ago.
there you go. That's his intricate backstory. Yeah. So
Nice.
he sort of goes, come on, what can it hurt, guys? And they go, do you have any money to put in?
I yes,
Is
I'll
that your
put.
goal?
Yeah. So I throw down. I want him to know that I'm pretty serious. So I'm gonna throw. You know what? I'm gonna start with just.
By the way, on the table, you see that they're
Yeah.
playing with coppers.
Oh, okay. That's fantastic.
You threw
Um,
down
Poor
a gold
guys.
and they're gonna shank
Yeah.
you.
No.
in
No.
the
No.
back.
Yeah. I was about to say. Don't mind if I sweeten the pot, and I pull out some copper coins, 10 to be exact.
They kind of look at each other and they go, there's a couple guys being dudes. They kind of all
It's my life savings.
so they all kind of here's where you are. One of the guys kind of rolls his eyes and he goes, I'm going upstairs. You guys can wait down here. I'll be down in 20 minutes. And he kind of goes through the door.
Mm-hmm.
You guys
Interesting.
you guys all sit down and they hand cards out.
Okay.
And Thomas, because no one else is playing, I will just tell you what is in your hand.
Cool.
You, my sir, have a 1 and a 4 in your hand.
Okay.
This is where you pull out your cards that you're hiding up your sleeve, right?
I hope so. I don't think
Can
I
my-
should the cards on me, so.
Can my snake help him cheat if it gets close?
I was about to say,
You're
Matt,
gonna have
can
to
I,
roll a
like, count
stealth
cards?
check.
Matt, can I count cards? Fucking love it.
Something like that.
No, a snake will hold back, and Tanith is just watching. With
I'm gonna get. No, you can't. This is a game.
Okay.
You
yeah.
can't. You're corrupt, but you're not that corrupt. No,
Well.
I just don't know mechanically how I would give that to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just give him advantage on rolling what cards he gets.
No, I mean like I already gave him cards though.
True.
All right.
So they all kind of go around. One man puts a copper down, and he goes, I call.
Holy fuck, dude.
It's to you, Thomas.
Okay. Cool. I raise him 1.
You put down two copper. They kind of look at you.
I haven't played this game in a while.
Since my grandchildren left me.
So then the next man, he puts down 2 copper. And it goes back around to the third man who has to put a copper in or go. He puts a copper down, and the first card is flipped. One second.
It is a.
I should imagine this is just an aggressive game of Uno.
It is a 4 that is turned.
Oh, that's good for me.
Thomas,
hilarious.
Thomas,
This game of
give
Uno.
me an insight check.
Okay.
Go
Here
fish.
comes the insight, baby.
Go fish.
Okay, is anyone doing
It's
is
still
anyone
on my
doing anything
previous
else,
thing.
by the way?
Tanith is just kind of continuing to watch through the snake senses until Az and Raz tell her otherwise.
Okay.
Shaking her
Oh.
violently.
no.
What is the snake
Yeah.
doing?
So my.
The
keep an eye,
snake is
just
just
make sure
kind
no
of
one follows
hovering,
us.
trying to stay out of the light.
Okay.
Just kind of back in that hallway, mostly listening more than anything.
Thomas, both of these guys have the hardest bluffs you've ever seen in your entire life. You can't see crap on them.
Okay. Cool.
Cause he's old.
Because I'm old.
Okay.
Okay.
Goes up to the next man. He puts down another 2, so the pot is now. 1 second. There's 8 coins in the pot right now. It is to you, Thomas.
So wait, how many do I have to do to call?
2.
2.
2. Okay. I raise again, just 1.
So you put
3.
down 3 instead.
Yeah,
Okay.
total of 3.
Okay. Thomas, give me a performance roll with advantage.
Oh, God. Oh my god!
I can imagine you just scream that.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
No, the world could be better.
One of the guys looks
What
kind of one of the guys looks pretty shaken, but he kind of regains himself and he puts 3 more coins down on the table.
Nice.
Goes back to third guy. He puts 1 more coin down to even out the thing, and then the next card is turned. It is a 6.
Come on, baby. Give me the card.
Grandpapa needs a new pair of shoes.
Grandpappy needs a new underworld dagger.
I need a matching set so I can stab these fools.
I'm gonna do everything in my power to solve this conflict without any.
I am all for it. This is
Because
hilarious.
I just feel like
Yeah.
I haven't done that yet, and this is like my first opportunity to really like see what I can do.
So it is now the next guy's turn. He
Did
is
the last card get flipped?
no. The second card got flipped. There's 1 more card to be flipped. 1 more
Mm.
round of anteing.
What was the second?
You
card?
didn't.
It was a
type out.
6. I thought I said a 6.
Oh, okay. I'm
Okay.
keeping track of
So
my hand.
by the way, Thomas, give me an insight check, please.
Here we go. Check this out. Big
So
guy.
check this.
Dude, these guys, like I said, had the biggest bluffs you've ever seen. They look cold
good.
as stone. You can't get anything out of them.
Cool.
First off, the first guy, he goes, and he puts 3 coins down and he goes, I call.
Okay.
Okay? Then it is your turn, Thomas.
I also call, and I. Do I throw anything in for that? No, I'm
Yeah,
done. Right?
you put 3.
I put 3 bad boys in.
So you've put in 2, 3, and 3. So you're at
2, 3, and 3.
so 8. You
Eight?
put
Yes,
8 in.
8 gold. Yep, 8 gold. 8
8 copper.
copper. Ooh, gold. Could you imagine? These guys would try to mug me, and then I'd have to kill
I
them.
know, exactly.
Yeah, they'd be like, yeah,
How
yeah,
sweet
that's
in
us.
the pot you
Okay,
put down 5
Third
gold.
guy,
Ow.
he just calls as well.
Mhm.
And then, because everyone called, the 4th card is flipped. It is a 2.
Okay.
And they go, okay, everyone flip your cards over.
Okay. I shakily flip them over. Did I win?
And you
Fucking
see that you lost.
No.
One had a run of 3.
Oh, bastard. That's okay.
And he scrapes 24 copper pieces into his pile. And he smiles at you.
Oh dang! Well, I guess I've never been much of a gambler. At this moment, I want to break into a cough, and I'm just coughing, and I turn away from them while I'm coughing, right, Mac?
Okay.
But I want to turn kind of this way while I'm coughing, and in that moment, I'm gonna mimic the last guard's voice that went upstairs, and I'm gonna have him call to them and be like, "Guards, get up here really quick."
Okay.
While I'm concealing my cough, like trying to throw my voice a little bit that way.
Okay. You can do it, but at disadvantage because you're sitting right there with them.
All right. Oh man, this is gonna be crazy.
So, because you have your performance with advantage, by the way, that is just a normal roll.
Nice.
Well, either way, it's good.
Woo!
I'm gonna call the first one you rolled just because that's the first one you rolled.
21, damn.
Okay. Both of them sort of turn around and they sort of rush up. One guy takes the time to put the copper pieces. Oh, I had that covering the entire time. Gosh darn it. I feel like a
What'd
moron.
you have?
Nothing. I just feel like a moron. I had Jordan's thing covered up because I'm not a smart man. I'm not a smart man.
I didn't even see what you had.
It's okay. It's okay. I just had to cover it up a little bit. The guy grabs his coins, and they all rush up.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna quickly jump out here really quick, and I'm gonna make a gesture because I know the snake is there.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like a come here and like kind of quick like roll that, and then I'm just gonna kind of listen by the door, just listening for any movement up here.
You hear feet running upstairs.
All right,
Cool.
I will snap myself back into my body and motion for the others to follow me,
Okay,
and I'll
guys,
start moving down the hallway.
All of you guys are able to slip by without hearing anything.
Woo!
Awesome.
Sick.
That was really well done.
Cool.
Okay.
That was fun.
So you guys continue.
Nobody has to die.
You guys continue down this way a little
Ass.
I was like,
You like menacingly look towards the door.
Those guys are gonna be confused.
Yeah.
That was fun.
oh, wait.
Yeah, that was
I'm
really
gonna
cool.
take their lantern.
Okay, make sure you blow it out though, because otherwise they'll see us carrying it.
This poor old man just stole their lantern and ditched it.
You know, I dipped, and they're gonna be like, "How'd he get away so fast?" I did kind of pay him though. I mean,
You should leave a mustache on the table.
all right, cool. Well, that does that.
So
Thomas, I'm gonna give you the lantern so you can see in case, or for your old man disguise.
Oh, thank you.
here, 1 second, guys. I got a lasagna that I need to take out real quick.
Nice.
I'll be right back.
That was cool. That was a nice little fun time.
Oh yeah, that was a really good plan.
That was a fantastic job. I'm so proud of you.
I didn't really want to kill them. I'd feel bad if we did because they're just like
Well, yeah, well, because
small time.
they're just like underlings, you know. Like, there's no reason for us.
Yeah,
to
they're like
fight them.
small time. There's only 15 of them. They gotta be like a family. The one guy was being super nice to you.
No, exactly. Like, they're just. That's the thing. Everybody's a person. And if we can avoid if we come back this way and they're still there, like, I'll just do the old man bit again, and then this time I'll do something like different to see if we can get by them
Old
again.
man, disabled man. They'll be like, what the fuck?
You gotta,
You took
you gotta
our
pretend.
lantern.
You gotta pretend you don't remember him.
Oh yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah, but we'll just slip by him again. My one of my plans was
Sorry about
hoping
that,
to
guys.
maybe,
Give me 1 second. I'm putting another alarm on.
I was hoping to maybe
Oh, no,
try and
was the
set up a
lasagna not
deal with
done?
them to let us pass specifically, but we might do that later. This just seemed cooler to mimic the guy's voice.
Yeah, that was really clever.
Okay, so real quick.
Actor is a fun feat. I've got a warlock that can use it in Mask of Many Faces, and nobody knows who he is at any given time.
All right.
That's sweet.
So, you guys continue down this pathway, which is pretty straight, and you come to a L, turning to the right.
Sick. Like as we go down. We also have a snack with light on it. Strat again.
Yeah, we cast light on the string on the snake again.
That's
Okay.
a fat strat.
Light snake strat is only strat.
You continue down. You said you continue down the L, heading to the right, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the only way we can really go. So.
You guys continue down, and it comes to a dead end with a small iron wrought ladder that leads up to a little trap in the roof.
I will.
What kind of trap?
Like a hatch, like a trap door.
Okay. I
Oh, they meant
will-
like a literal trap.
I will climb up and just kind of. I'll climb up alongside my snake and just kind of listen for a moment to hear if there's any movement on the other side.
You do not hear anything except for the bubbling of water.
Oh.
Just kind of curiously push on the trap a little bit and just kind of peek up.
You see a small little room, and the sound of water gets a little louder.
Does there appear to be anyone in the room? Does there?
It is a very small room, and it is about 10. It's about 10 feet all the way around. All of you
Are
in
there
there.
any doors?
There are not any doors. But you do see light streaming into the room.
Oh, from the ceiling or?
You
like,
can't
a
really
window,
tell
or-
from peeking through these holes, but it seems like there are tiny holes in one side of the wall.
Okay, I'll lift the trapdoor up a little bit more, and I'll let my snake fly up and scout around a bit.
Your snake flies around the room, and the room itself is very small, and there are little pipes sitting in the wall. And as your snake looks through the little hole where light is coming out of, you peer through its eyes, and you see a small hole that, when you look through, it looks out into a street. And underneath this hole is a little fountain that bubbles merrily.
Okay. All right, I'll relay this to the party. There is a street with a little fountain.
Cool. Guess we really don't need that, though.
Yeah, I don't really know. Can we kind of tell what street it is? Can the snake...
You can't tell. You haven't been here before.
Is the gap big enough for the... I'm guessing Matoa doesn't really do street signs.
No, and not any that you can see from this distance either.
Okay. Would the snake be able to fit? No, that might be
Nope.
that'd be pretty noticeable though. Just a flying, glowing snake just streams out of a wall,
Yeah.
starts flying around the street.
This hole is about the size of a D20, by the way. It's a very small hole.
Okay, yeah. So snake wouldn't be able to sneak through that anyway. Okay. I'll relay that to the party, and I don't really think there's any way we could get out there. It's just a little... I'm not actually sure what the purpose of this room is. It just kind of looks out at a fountain.
Well, now we gotta go back.
Anyone who's in the room can give me an investigation check real quick.
No one's in the room right now, right?
Whoever's in it, if you go up into it, you can give me an investigation check.
Fuck it, let's go.
There's no one that can really... There's no doors or anything. This is the only way in, so...
Hey, do you want to have your snack help me out?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sick.
I'll climb up with Morrie, and Snake will help him out. I'll roll for the hell of it, but Snake is mostly going to be helping the smart one. I got a 17.
Ooh, she...
Okay. So is the highest a 17?
Yes.
Okay. You see at the top of the wall something you didn't notice before because it's very, very, very small. It looks like what you thought was once a wall is actually just a front that is on hinges at sort of a middle point, but the hinge is on the opposite side. So it's supposed to swing outward. And at the very top, there's a lock that you could reach.
Hey, Larso?
Yeah?
We might have something for you here. There's a little lock up at the top of the wall.
I climb it and pick it.
Okay, give me a lock picking check, which is a dexterity.
Yep. And
Help him out with that.
Is that...
I'm trying to think of how my Snake can logically help with a lock.
Give me 1
check.
second.
If DM allows it.
Oh,
I'll
so
do it.
I
Provides
do
light,
have-
right?
I do have proficiency in this too, because of Mastermind. With a lockpicking kit, so that's pretty cool. Oops, don't. That's not what I was rolling.
Oh, the first roll was
Dice
better
roller.
anyway.
I need to put that down. So that would be what? Proficiency +2, and is that
Okay, what was the roll?
is that Dex, Mac?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that would be +4 total.
So
then.
20. Yep, you were
Oh,
able
I was-
to.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yep, so
No,
20.
that works. Yeah, so that's +4.
Yeah, okay. So you were able to mess around with this lock slightly, and you hear a slight click, and it pops off.
Nice.
Is anybody on the street outside, or
Yeah, there are a couple people sitting around in this open... It's a little open area. It's sort of like a little courtyard, slightly, but kind of behind some like large buildings that sort of form its own little courtyard. I already said the word. Other than that, you see only about 4, 5, 6 people sitting in this area.
okay? Hey Mac, I have kind of a I don't know if we want to like open this in front of a whole bunch of people, but I have kind of a silly idea to distract them.
Sure.
Let's hear it.
So, as an action, I can temporarily dismiss my familiar, and then I can cause it to reappear in any unoccupied space within 30 feet of me.
Yep, you
Can
can
I
do it
make
outside.
it disappear and then reappear outside?
Yes.
Okay. I just kind of I imagine that a shiny snake appearing out of nowhere would probably be pretty distracting in general.
All right.
And,
Yeah, it pops out of existence and pops into existence outside in the open, and it sort of flutters around trying to get people's attention. And you hear a couple voices, people go, oh, look at that, and then you see a couple people pointing. Does your snake move at all, or?
yeah, Snake is just kind of gonna just like put on a little show. It's very shiny and colorful, just kind of flying, like doing a little aerial display.
Right where it is, or does it move anywhere? Or?
It's gonna fly off like a little bit.
All right, so it kind of gets them to turn the opposite direction. Everyone, give me a stealth check with advantage.
Yeet.
Oh wait, I have disadvantage, so I'm just
So it's just a straight roll for you.
because of my armor.
Wow, guys, you guys are rolling real well.
That means I've got a +2, and
So I got it.
also have
Unnatural 20.
stealth. And okay. See if I can do any better than that.
Oh boy.
No, yeah, 24, 23.
All right, so 20, 23, and 20, and a 9.
9.
9.
So, as you guys are kind of stepping out, by the way, Asgarth, one of your you have chainmail, right?
Yep.
One of your chinks of chainmail catches on to a side of the thing as you're trying to crawl out, and you sort of like stumble a little bit, and your foot goes right into the fountain.
Ooh. Oh, not wet shoes.
And
no.
you kind of let out a noise like, right? Because you're kind of trapped and stuck, and you have to try to like get yourself off. And two people turn around and look at you and see you walking through a hole in a fountain.
I was like, raise my hand, evening, folks.
And then I'm guessing you guys close it back up and put the lock back on.
Yeah,
Yep.
And
as casually as possible.
you guys walk off. Thomas, you recognize this area.
Oh.
And
yes,
so
I
do
It
so do
is-
you Az. You've kind of been in this
Az.
neighborhood long enough. Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring you guys back to this map real quick. You guys find yourself
Yes.
right. You guys find yourself right here.
Okay, cool.
Guys, as great as I think this exploration thing is, we're spending a whole lot of time and getting a whole lot of nowhere.
How long have we spent actually?
Well, we branched off the
I'm
sewer
gonna say it's
path,
it's
so-
been about 3 hours, so it's about 5 o'clock right now.
We could just walk to the stretches and get accomplished the same goal.
We should probably at this point just go to the spot that we know works.
Yeah, and we can kind of go from there. We can look around at other places if we really want to.
So, where are you guys going?
I guess we'll just kind of casually walk down to that spot that's over. It's right
Bing.
here? Yeah.
Just make sure this one.
Yeah, the one that we know leads
Okay,
into
so
the
you guys
arena
take
area.
a casual walk down. All of you are pretty well disguised, so I'm not going to make you roll for the
Yeah.
time being.
I pull my snake back into my cloak.
And you guys find the entrance to the tunnel. And it's something that you would have walked right across if you hadn't already been there. And you sort of lift up an old cobblestone when no one's looking down this alleyway. And you see the same ladder that you had climbed up to get to this point before.
Cool. Dip into that bitch.
So you guys all crawl down, put the cobblestone back down, and you guys are now in a 10-foot wide tunnel. And one goes sort of southeast a little bit, and one goes northwest from where you are. And there's only one tunnel going one way and one going the other.
So, how about we just not use the tunnels, guys?
Well, because we'll attract attention if we go up.
Isn't that kind of the main end goal anyway?
I mean, once we get there, I don't know if we want to attract attention on the way.
Oh,
but,
I love it.
yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Okay, I'll put it up.
So, I mean, it's like, because like we want to get attention, and I feel like these tunnels we've spending a whole lot of time not getting anywhere, and these tunnels change all the.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those situations where maybe if we use the tunnels to escape
Oh, yeah.
and get out,
Well, yeah, but if we have to know what way to go through the tunnels to escape.
but just wing it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And they shift so much at this point, it doesn't even.
I'm with Raz on this one. I'm good to fucking just. I'm an old man right now.
You know, sometimes the best strat is just to kick the door.
We've done that a lot, actually. It
And
usually
you
works
guys
out.
are all alive right now.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So, what are you guys
It
doing?
is fun to explore them, but
Let's just kick the door. I'm down to let's just head to the ring and
I know we're not supposed to really be in the stretches, like even during the day, because we'll get ourselves attacked.
we're pretty well disguised. I mean, I like doing what we're told not to do.
Yeah, I have an impeccable disguise anyway, so we're golden.
Yeah. I feel like an old man wandering around at night is totally gonna be a perfect target, and then I'm just gonna and just slit some throats.
Just fucking shake them.
So it's about it's about 6 o'clock right now for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I can also use my dagger
we
to
still have a
understand the
long
undead,
time.
so maybe this is a really good time for some reconnaissance.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right.
So maybe you know, we'll figure something out. But let's try and let's go to the stretches. You know what?
Oh,
What is a game without a little risk?
I like this man.
All right.
I'll follow your lead.
Yeah. You're the one who knows like the town in general, so.
All right, cool. I'm just gonna old man it up into the stretches. I mean, right now I'm gonna
Old
walk,
man it up.
but once we get into the stretches, I'm gonna get into character, and I'm just gonna be walking like an old man. So
You
we're
should
gonna go a
walk
little
separately
slower.
from us too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think
Yeah,
walking separately is good, but
A
you guys-
mysterious cloaked woman. Well, it's probably okay for this part of town. It's gonna look a little weird walking alongside an old man.
yeah, and I'll walk.
And
Yeah,
6 feet of
I'm
hunky
willing to
muscle.
sacrifice myself a little bit. I don't think they'll kill me right away. They'll
Wait.
probably just like try to turn me into a stretcher.
Jordan, are you disguised?
I've got like long sleeves and a hood up at least to hide the
Oh.
scales and such.
Because just note that, remember, I'm like reverse disguised, so I'm just gonna
Wait, I
stand
just
out
thought of an
immediately.
idea. I just thought of an idea.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have my snake go with old man and just kind of. Do you have like a cloak too, like somewhere it can hide?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, my disguise
Sure.
includes.
Is that a
cloak.
snake in your pants, or are you just happy
Yeah,
to see
it's just
me?
snake is gonna kind of hide in your cloak. Tanith is gonna like tie like the cloth around her head. She's gonna tie it around her eyes, and she's gonna just basically walk around blind and deaf for a bit, looking through the snake's eyes. You guys are just gonna like, I guess, would lead her along, like she's your just poor blind sister or something.
I'm a half.
I don't know.
Half
I might
sister.
be, yeah, half sister. I might be thinking like too much into this. I don't know if it's even necessary, but Like, I
That's good
feel
to
like
have
that way,
eyes in case he gets jumped.
yeah, like, and I feel like that way Larso can have someone like keeping an eye on him.
Yeah, he'll probably give me a little advantage too, so I can.
Like people probably would just like take pity on the poor strange blind girl.
Yeah, I'll try to. If someone jumps me, I'm gonna try to like hopefully just like hold them at knife point and like take them hostage.
What if
And
there's
so
The
we
good
can-
old 1-2.
So we can interrogate someone.
There's-
So keep
Bait
an eye
and
on-
switch.
Nobody in this part of town is gonna like be trusting of like blind women and old men.
So I don't think we want to head too far into. Here's my pitch. Like we're gonna be in the stretches. Let's say we're entering kind of close to the or the
Ash Gate?
yeah, the Ash Gate. Let's let's not go too far. So I say we go up and through. We try to just get. Unfortunately, this is like in the middle of the stretches. Let's get to this area, and then let's just kind of like move around in like just a perimeter like that until someone jumps us.
Let's do it.
And so that
Mhm.
we can then drag the poor soul back into here, and then we dip over here.
All right,
All right.
I like this little design.
So
Yeah.
you guys get out of this hole
do
that
it.
you've climbed into,
Mhm.
and you walk toward the Ash Gate. All of you are together, correct?
I'm
Yep,
gonna
sir.
should I start walking ahead now.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we have our
As long
our
as
little
you're, as
two-
long as you're within 100 feet, I can look through Teppan's eyes.
I will
while
try to
he's
walk
looking at you.
exactly 100 feet ahead.
All right. You get to the Ash.
I wouldn't
gonna-
probably be that far away. If
Uh,
you're that
as a
far, it's gonna
Raz-
take you way too long. Dude.
Az and Raz are gonna have to guide me. I'm
Thomas,
walking around blind
give
and
me-
deaf.
Give me a perception roll.
Wait, Jordan, you are disguising yourself, right?
Yeah, I'm like covered in everything. I'm playing.
Okay,
Like,
just remember, I am reverse disguised. So I literally, it's obvious they know who I am. And I'm just kind of making fun of them by having the worst disguise in the world. So
God.
literally, so your disguise really isn't gonna make much of a difference. I feel.
Should Az and I walk separately from you?
I
No,
don't want
also
to be
have
by
the
myself
fake
because if I get
mustache.
jumped, I'm fucked.
Okay. You guys.
Also,
Or
Mac, I'm
blind
gonna take this
cannons.
opportunity to cast my free mage armor.
Sounds good. Does that glow at all, or
Nope.
okay? Hey, buddy, you go hang out with her.
I guess when you
go.
cast it, it glows, but like
Go, buddy, go.
pretty much what happens is when something hits you, it just kind of like is a tiny little mini shield over you.
Ah,
Shoot,
gotcha,
I like
gotcha,
that.
gotcha. Okay, sounds good. Thomas, give me a perception roll, real quick.
Hiya. And scooter up.
Thomas, you
That's a
immediately,
18,
as soon
Captain.
as you are in the gate, about to walk out into the stretches, you see
Oh my God.
10 cloaked figures in black standing right here in this street.
Okay, are they facing me?
Nope, they are settled in two groups of 5. One on the left side of the
Okay.
road, one on the right side of the road, and they are standing deathly still.
Okay, it can
Use the word
Tanith-
deathly. It's a sign.
Can Tanith's familiar hear? Or just see?
Yeah, I
can
think it
hear.
can hear and see normally, and it has 10 feet of blind sight.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper into my cloak, and I'm gonna relay the numbers, of the guards or of the stretchers, I believe, is what they are and where they are.
All right, I whisper those to the folk beside me, assuming that they're still there.
Oh,
Okay,
good. 5 for me, 5 for the rest of you.
God, this is
Ta-
bad.
Sadly, Tanith can't laugh because she can't hear the joke. It's all on you, Matt. It's all on you,
Mac,
Raz.
where am I on the map?
You're under the gate, so you're right here.
Okay, can I? Okay, hold on. Can you point out where these figures are?
They're right in that, right there.
Like here and here?
They're no. They're here where that red mark is.
Shit. Oh.
They're standing right there in front of the gate.
Okay, flip. It's pretty dark out now, yeah?
It's about 6 o'clock, so it is about an hour and a half from the sunset.
Okay,
I have an idea.
I'm gonna talk into the cloak again, and I'm gonna say, okay, don't come through the Ashen Gate. I'm gonna come back for a second. We need to regroup, and I'm gonna back out and meet the gang.
All right, I once again quietly relay this
Okay.
information.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
All right. So we think the
Yeah, we should sit down and in like an alley and just kind of like regroup because this is.
We could like duck down into the tunnels for regroup purposes.
dude. This is a great time to use me as bait to lure them, and then we just beat the shit out of them.
We're gonna beat the shit out of 10 when there could be so many more for backup.
Oh, you're
That's
right.
like at least
That's the problem.
at
Yeah.
least when we were in the fight club, we had like guards that would come later.
Because if it's 10 of them, we could beat 10 just by forcing them into a choke point.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could definitely beat 10, but we can't beat the reinforcements that might.
That is true.
That's what.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we get them, we know the tunnels are pretty close. There's odds are they're not super intricate with the tunnels in here because they're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, neither are we, but that means that they won't have the ability to just.
Yeah. Oof. This is just a kind of.
I feel like it would still be safer to try and use the tunnels to find the arena. Like we have about a week until the meeting event happens. We have time.
Well, the problem is that it's not going to work because they change every time, all the time, right?
Okay.
So that means that one day the path might work, and then another day the path might not work. So if we want to map the path, mapping like the main area, I think is the right goal. But mapping the stretches is kind of a waste of time.
Yeah.
You could just pop out in a random spot far in the stretches.
Yeah, that's
those
another like really good thought. Is if we just like enter the tunnels in the one spot we know here, and then just like try and pop up in the stretches, that might work.
Are there? This is really stupid. Have we seen like a lot of like rats or birds or anything like that roaming around the stretches?
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of birds.
Patrick, you're tapping.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just wondering. This
I was
is really
shaking my
I'm
knee.
just wondering, like, how many rations it would cost to use speak with animals and just bribe a swarm of birds to distract people.
It wouldn't. Have you been to Europe? It wouldn't take very much at all. You can do it. You can do it with one day's worth of rations.
Yeah, just kind of take a moment, take 10 minutes to cast a spell, and just request the pigeons to just dive bomb the hell out of those guys.
Dude, I hate
so
seeing
that
the
we can sneak
fucking.
through.
I hate seeing the stretches under siege. This sucks.
So you asked the birds to do so. I want you to give me a persuasion roll.
All right. Let's see how this works. 9?
There are about 5 birds that are willing to help you.
5.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right. I'll give him the food anyway to be a nice person, but I
We
think
can
that plan's
test
a
to
bust.
see if they're
Well,
like
I guess we can
puppets.
test to see if they'd even react.
Yeah.
So like, just kind of have them just little aerial strike.
So,
just
See what happens.
You guys are kind of
Yeah.
peeking
Easy.
around the
Use
corners
guts.
of the gate, and you see these birds land on the shoulders of these cloaked figures, and you see one of the pigeons sort of peck at the head, and all of them sort of just stand still in the street with these
Okay,
birds
so-
on them.
I hate
Okay, so-
this.
Yeah, I think that plan's a bust. I don't think they're gonna react to that.
We need to. Hey Raz, could you check the Arcana? Could you do an Arcana check?
Yeah, can I can I peek?
I
into
was
the-
gonna-
Actually, wait. I'm gonna go into a little corner and do detect magic ritual cast.
And Az can like do the divine sense or something, can he?
Oh yeah.
And then I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna peek around the corner and look at him.
Does this rely on a range? No, I don't care. You're sensing magic coming from their direction.
What kind?
I believe it would be an enchantment spell, but give me 1 second.
Enchantment.
No,
Enchantment,
sorry.
something
It's
like-
sorry. It's necromancy. It's necromancy.
Yeah, it is
That's my bad.
necromancy. Okay, perfect.
Okay,
Exactly
so-
what we thought.
At least
Fantastic.
we don't have to feel bad about killing him, I guess.
Well, yeah, but
if it comes to that.
I have a stupid.
I like stupid.
This
plans.
seems to be the theme of the night, actually. I like it.
Okay, so I'm gonna draw on the map. Everyone, bring your eyes.
Yep.
That tunnel right there. That's a little entrance, right?
Yeah, that's our entrance.
What if we lure them to the entrance? Okay. I walk over here. I just like look at the guards immediately, pretend to be like, oh shit, turn around and walk away. They know who I am. They fucking hate us, right?
Hopefully.
Or I'll just taunt them if I have to, like
Well,
throw
the
shit at
question
them.
is, will they follow us, or are they programmed to like stand there until we go through?
Well, that's what we'll find out. If I just throw shit at them, maybe they'll be pissed. They'll come after me.
Okay.
And so if we can lure them, right? Lure them to this tunnel, and they follow us down the tunnel, we can just fight them down there.
Okay.
And I have caltrops, so I can lay those out. And if they try to get to our back line, they either have to move at half speed, or they just, and probably they won't even be able to see them, so they just have to stop, make a DC 15 dex, or they just get stopped.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Maybe. I mean, we know they're undead
It's-
now.
Yeah.
If they're being controlled, then anything we do to bother them is gonna cause the controller to know that we're nearby.
Yeah, I was also gonna say, what's the point in killing him if it's not gonna?
We can get one alive, and remember that the what's the fuck boys?
Well,
The
I don't-
scythe worked on
see-
them. If we can bring one of them to the scythe, he might be able to tell us more about this.
I don't know if we really want to like go dragging a zombie through.
Could we just
City.
go? I'm just trying to think of this in a way that doesn't make us have to fucking fight a bunch of zombies. Basically, can we just ask the scythe? Is he in any condition?
He is in good enough condition for us to talk to
Last
him.
time that you guys talked with
might-
him, he was not doing very well, but he could definitely talk to you guys.
I guess if we go back, like I got all my spell slots. I can pump healing spells into him. Help him
I was gonna
recover
say
faster.
maybe right now it's smarter to peace out, talk to the scythe, and figure out more what's going on, because I'm just worried that we're gonna set off like, a magic alarm that just makes them come in droves, because we don't know how many people they have. Like, there's already just
Yeah.
10 here, and we killed like what, 10 or 15.
Yeah, we killed around 10 of
Already?
them before too.
Yeah.
Like,
All right,
that's-
let's do it then. Let's go back and we'll talk to the scythe a
So
little
it
bit.
takes you guys about 30 minutes. About 40 minutes. It is now about 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys get to the Lumpy Lampoon. Chio's like, man, you guys are in and out today.
You're staying busy.
You
Yeah,
guys
there's
go
a lot of-
upstairs and you see that the scythe has now made himself very comfortable in Tanith's bed.
Oh, that's fine.
He's sort of just napping with a wooden cup in his hands that is now empty.
Nice.
Okay.
This guy drinks a lot of water.
Hell yeah. Gotta
Um,
hydrate, dude.
Scythe.
Does the cup smell like water, or has he like been drinking something else?
He's only been drinking the water you guys have provided for him. It looks like he hasn't left this room.
Okay, cool.
Um,
I should probably go get
What
him
is
some
it?
food or something.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like just see if he can keep some soup down. I don't know.
Yeah, if you ask Chichio, he gives you a free pot a free cup of soup.
All right, we'll bring that up and see if we can
Yeah, he
wake
starts.
him up and get him to eat something.
You wake him up and he starts chewing this food very slowly, as if he's in pain.
Well, I
Um,
can
I
imagine
could-
he is.
I could offer you some more healing if you would like.
He goes, no, don't waste it on me. I'm fine.
You took quite a lot of damage, and I don't imagine we're going to be doing much else today.
That's a lot of damage.
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 He goes, you could do as you will, but really, I'm fine.
Scythe,
I'm
don't.
gonna insight check him.
I was just gonna say, don't be an idiot. Take the healing. What's he gonna do? Fight you, Tanith? Just heal him.
Yeah. 12 insight.
You can't read him. He seems pretty unreadable at the moment.
Okay,
I'm
well,
still just gonna like just kind of gently like pat him on the shoulder and give him a quick cure wounds at least.
he kind of looks at you. His eyes sort of soften a little bit, as if like a weight has been taken off of him slightly.
Yeah. I don't know if hit points matter, but he gets 11.
Doesn't
Gets
matter.
max healing.
Doesn't
I'm
matter.
gonna come up to Mr. Scythe and be like, "All right, Mr. Scythe, I got a couple questions for you."
He goes, "Yes. What is your question?"
So, these people that you experimented on, like cut open for like the stretchers, what exactly was going on with that?
I was preparing the bodies to be relifted.
To be a what? Sorry,
To be relifted.
you mean like reanimated?
Yes.
By who?
Hey,
I
Mac.
was told to drop the bodies off in the rat ways.
Whoa, where in the route?
Well,
Are
a
we
little
changing?
a little far away from the arena itself.
I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper.
Nice.
Can you draw this for me?
Yeah.
Roughly where and how you?
So he goes, I don't know much of the rat ways. I only really know how to get into the city of Matoa itself.
I just need to know how to get to this drop off.
So he goes, the place where Tola showed you how to get inside the city before.
That's the drop.
And he points. So that's the place where you guys went before. That's the way that Tola brought you in. The place that you guys went down and then didn't continue down the tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he draws out a little path, and it's basically a straight shot from there to the arena.
Okay.
If you walk down that a little ways, you'll get right to the arena. And then he draws but on the other side of that, past the arena, he says, there's a room right here, and he sort of points it out, and I'm just going to add it to you guys' map so you can kind of see it. I'm going to get rid of whatever Thomas was drawing here.
Leave me alone.
In a second. Just get that out of the way real quick. All right. And this out of the way. All right. And he draws this path for you. And a little bit past here, there is a room. Right here.
Okay.
And
Okay, that's a pretty good path then.
He was
Yeah, that's a
he
pretty
he
straight
was
shot.
told to drop off the bodies in that tunnel so that they could be picked up. He never saw anyone pick them up, and he was told, and sorry, the guys that he left to try to see who it was all never came back.
God fucking damn it.
Interesting. Okay. Follow-up
How many
question.
people-
These people, how many people did you prepare? Is that what you're gonna ask? I'm sorry if I cut you off, Tanith.
No, I was literally going to ask the same question.
Well,
Yeah.
I-
How many of these people bodies did you
I
prepare?
prepared every single body of someone who died in my arena.
Which, how many is that?
Well, and he kind of looks at his
At least
hands.
4 a night.
He goes, well, there was at least 3 a night, and then a team would usually fight. So
Oh yeah.
that's about
Just give me like an average.
4 to about 6. So that's
Did you say 4?
9 a night, basically.
For how many?
8, 9 a night, depending on how good of a day it was.
And how many nights total?
I've been asked to fulfill this for about 2 weeks, but I'm sure he's got other ways of getting bodies as well.
God damn, that means he's
Max,
got, like,
this
over
might be a little bit of a
So
stretch
he's
here. Sorry.
got like a couple hundred.
I have no idea. I only saw the ones that came into my arena that day. I never saw them before then.
Matt, can I ask kind of an odd question? I'm not sure if Tanith would even really know this. But
What is it?
So we kind of established that like necromancy is kind of a thing in her culture. So I was
Yes.
just wondering if she knows if the bodies generally need to be prepared like this, or if this is kind of unusual.
Give me a Arcana check.
Oh no, my mouse quit working. Okay. 12?
Yeah, this isn't uncommon. The better the body is preserved, the longer the body lasts, and the more it doesn't draw unwanted attention. It doesn't make it any stronger or any better. It just makes the zombie, one, smell less, so that, if it's walking around in the streets,
Blends in better.
it blends in a little bit better, and it keeps it from rotting away right away,
Yeah.
And so these zombies aren't as strong as regular zombies too, because the people we killed in the arena were zombies. They didn't have like the regular like undying resilience, whatever the fuck zombies get. Metagame, sorry.
Yeah. Well, at least as far as we know.
Yeah, shit. I've been researching. I have an insider information on undead things.
Huh?
Okay.
You hear a little voice from here.
Yes.
I have an idea. I'm gonna go. Can someone let me into the room? I gotta go talk to myself.
Yeah,
It
you
just gives you like
my
a
room.
slow, confused look
Yeah,
that kind of just.
you go into your own room, Morrie.
Okay, I'm gonna open the bag. Speaking to the bag, be like, "Hey, Bob, I need your fucking help."
Book.
It's like, fuck. God. Wait. Do we still have? I give him the one book about the stretches.
It's not hot.
He goes, "What is this?"
Dude, it beats me. It's like old, so I thought
Oh,
Oh my god.
this is awful.
if you help me out here, I promise I will get you a good.
Pinky swear.
I'll pinky swear. I stick my pinky in the bag and I fucking like do whatever.
I'm like half expecting your pinky to just be
You feel a nip on your pinky.
Okay. Like pull it out, my mother. All right, I will get you this, but I really need your help here. It's kind of a big.
Sure, ask away. As long as I get
So-
something hot.
Dude, you'll get something hot.
It's
So
not like we do know a bookstore now.
we got
Why I'm-
these bodies. So these bodies were prepared, okay, and they've been reanimated.
Not
Right? But
necessarily.
they're not like regular zombies.
Not necessarily
use
my
weapons.
style, but sure. What works works.
What do you know? And it seems like they're not as like resilient as a regular zombie is. They seem to be like pretty like they still go down pretty easy.
How many of them were there?
At least 120.
Huh.
We killed about 10 of them.
Well, depending on how, experienced this person is, it could just be that he's overstretching himself a little bit.
Hey. Wow,
Hey.
that's actually right. I mean, it could be that
Yeah.
he's gotten too big for his britches. Like that's a lot to control.
So you think controlling all those undead is gonna makes this dude overexert him?
Well, it just depends on how new this dude is.
Or girl.
What? Women? They're
That's-
the worst.
That's an interesting viewpoint.
Tanith's eye twitches in the other room.
Okay, so
No.
how would you these undead, right? Their commands, they can't like if they can use weapons, do you think they can take more advanced commands than usual, or do you think it's like they can only take
What do you say at the end of there, Morrie?
can they like how complex of the commands do you think they could take? Like
Well,
how easy would it be to like trick them and like gimmick them?
it really just
Or take
depends.
Control.
I don't know anything about this dude.
Okay.
All I can
Alright.
tell you is that sometimes just planting an idea can be enough for a zombie.
So planting an idea on the okay, interesting.
They've got a lot more meat to them than something like, a skeleton. Skeletons
You're
don't
right.
know anything
Bob, you've
about
been
being
so
alive.
helpful. Sorry you're not alive. I will get you a great book. Thank you for your
You
assistance.
better get me something good.
It is always a dude, it will be good, I promise. I will go and I will ask them
The
for their best.
raunchiest stuff you can find.
Jesus.
I got you.
I'm talking
got
50
you.
Shades of Orc.
Alright.
Ugh.
I'm
You
gonna
close the bag and he's like,
I'm gonna
no, don't close the bag. No.
and I'm gonna walk back to the room. I'm gonna be like knock on the door.
I get the door and let him in.
Having conversed with my inner voice,
Kenneth is
I have
giving him
come
a
to the
look.
conclusion. Two conclusions. First of all, these undead, these Zambinos, if there's so many of them, there's a pretty good chance that whoever's controlling them is overexerting themselves or using up a lot of their power to control them.
That makes sense with how they didn't respond to anything today.
Second,
You probably can't give them complex commands.
yeah, exactly. That's only the second point. The second point is that
building crews at home.
odds are they have an idea planted in their head, so they can't have like super complex like if-then statements, right? It's pretty basic. It'll be like, you need to guard this, or you need to stop this from happening, or something like that. It's not going to be like super elaborate commands, but they can have more elaborate than like attack this per thing, like a little bit more than that.
If 3 adventurers and 1 handsome half-orc walk by.
So I think it's best if we can potentially test a couple theories, maybe with those guards that we know are there, and just see what happens when we do certain things and like kind of test how their functions
They didn't
functions are.
react at all to Larso in his old man disguise. So
I have an idea. What if I shot them in the head with a crossbow?
That would probably get them to attack. But I'm thinking we wanted like test it a little more first. Like odds are they didn't like attack Larso because he was really well disguised, right? Like his disguise was a straight up banger. I think if we maybe try baiting them first, just like putting one of us out there and then withdrawing it and see what happens. Just kind of like testing around with their ranges and exactly what their commands are, so we know how to game these Zambos. Because honestly, 140 of these fuckboys and the numbers are growing. There's no way we're gonna be able to take all of these out. We need to get the head. We need to kill the fucking necromancer.
Yeah, well, we need to find the necromancer.
Although we have to, there is the risk that they could just run wild after he is killed, and we would have to be prepared for that as well.
I think
die.
they probably won't die, but I feel like the command they've been given, at least they will no longer have a centralized controller, which means they're a lot less dangerous.
That is true. It's easier to run from a disorganized mob than an organized force.
That's so gross. He's turning everybody into zombies. This is the worst. And
it is the worst.
The creepy Duchess.
I
forgot
know
I can also command creatures, so we could get one of them to approach us.
I can do that too if I prepare
That
it.
might not work. I feel like undead would probably be harder to like enchant or charm. I don't even know if we could do that, just because the fact that they're undead, so they already have a command overridden on them.
At least meta-wise, it's just a wisdom save. It just says
it's the
creature.
spell command, right? Or is it?
Yep.
Matt, can I make like a knowledge
the
like
spell has no
intelligence
effect
check?
if the target is
Sure,
undead.
make an arcana
Okay.
check.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it wouldn't work on them.
Okay, we already figured out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're
Sorry, yeah.
Say that.
Both of us, Tanith can cast the spell as well, so I imagine we'd be able to know it doesn't work
Yeah.
on undead.
Yeah, I
Especially
rolled
you.
a 3. I rolled a 4 anyway, but
Yeah.
yeah, you guys are able. Your spells tell you that, and I'm just like, I have no fucking idea, but it looks like you guys do.
Necromancers
All right.
really had a few at a time. I've never heard of running 120 at a time.
So I think what we need to do now is we just test around with exactly the boundaries that their commands are, and then I think our best bet, honestly, is to go to that one spot on
We've
in,
got
like in the
another
Ratways.
spam comment in the Twitch chat.
Oh, doing?
Yeah. Please look at my URL and my profile banner. See you later.
Good quality. This is so accurate.
We should look at it.
Players Podcast.
The Role Players Podcast.
Wydic
the Wydic
campaign episode 6. About to do a design for the channel. Dude, get bumped.
Have a look at the URL of my profile banner.
Ban user. Bad bot.
Yay!
Bad
There we
bot.
go. The campaign is saved.
Bad bot. Bad. I'll smack you down like these guys smack down zombies.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
All right, so let's go fuck with these undead a little bit, and then we can find the corpse diddler and put him down.
I am not sure I'm comfortable with that phrasing, but yes.
I mean, I'm not comfortable either, and that's why none of us are.
It's a very uncomfortable situation, but I don't know if he is.
He's a corpse
diddling
diddler.
chance?
Dude, I feel like bringing a dead person back to life is fucking violating their body. Just saying.
Well, no,
Especially when you're
not
cutting
really.
into it.
The spirit and the body are separated. It
I
doesn't
mean,
really matter.
yeah, I mean,
I mean,
you were
that's
cutting
100%
bodies, though.
true. But they're still like cutting bodies though. How would you feel if you died and then someone's like, I'm gonna fuck with your body? Not literally, but like they're gonna cut you open.
Well, back home it is pretty regular if the soul is not a part of the body, so a lot of times the necromancers use them for like building crews and such.
I'm gonna call this gross for now. Tanith, I'd love to hear it another time, but right now the undead have to be
Oh yeah,
dead.
it's definitely a problem when it's like this. I just mean the back home they use them to build stuff, and it's just kind of they're just there. They're not like attacking people or
Okay.
they don't kill people
You know,
for it. They
that's-
just pick
I
people that
totally
are
get it.
already dead.
Right? Like use reanimating dead people. That's free labor. Smart, right?
Super
You know,
cool.
super cool. But you see, in this instance, they're reanimating dead people to kill people. So they
Oh yeah,
make
I
more
agree
dead
that
people.
this is much worse. I'm just saying that back home it's different. That's
Well, we're not in Kansas
Me too.
anymore.
like, what the fuck is Kansas?
Don't
It's
even.
I read it in a book.
All right. Yeah. I'm.
So, do you think we should go mess with these Zambinos?
I'm willing to mess with some Zambinos.
I'd be okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
Hell yeah.
All right, Mac, we go head toward.
By the way, I have not.
Before we
changed that-
go, I would like to get a moment to just talk with Raz, kind of privately, I guess. Just kind of pull him aside, if he'll allow it.
I'm gonna talk privately.
Yeah, sure.
To
I'd
Az
love to
then.
talk.
Whoa!
I was just wondering, something I noticed. Why do you have a dead elf in a bag?
First of all, there's no proof that he's an elf. Second of all, there's no proof that there's a dead.
Well, I could sense it. It felt a bit similar to someone else I met before. He was a elf ghost.
You know, that's I don't know why you're sensing that. I'm sorry. You must have a glitch in your senses.
I'm a shaman. I talk to the spirits. That's where I get my magic from.
That's pretty neat. You know, I wish I could talk with spirits. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, obviously you do.
I have no idea
have
what you're
them in a
talking about.
bag.
I'm talking to myself. I think you're going crazy here. You see, I'm the crazy one, and now you're talking crazy.
I'm not judging. I was just curious.
You know, there's a time and a place for this conversation, and the place is after we find Mr. Corpse
Well,
Disturber.
I talk to an elf ghost in my dreams. I don't know how different it really is.
People call me crazy? All right. You know, I believe you. Actually, that's probably the least crazy thing I've heard, considering that there's 140 dead people walking around. But you know,
that is pretty crazy.
I will talk with you and we can have this conversation. I would love to have this conversation with you. I'll tell you everything. But first, I want to stop Mr. Corpse Disturber.
Okay, that makes sense. I was just thought they would ask.
Oh, you're totally fine.
He's gonna continue on ahead to the group.
I'm gonna whisper into the bag, and she's like, "Dude, she's on to us."
I fucking knew it!
Who? Wait, she hot?
Dude, I don't fucking know. Dude, she likes to bring dead people, like do dead people.
Dude, she's
That's
the type
fucking-
of girl for me. Let me take a peek.
Dude, I'll introduce you to her and all this.
You close the
It's a
bag
bad
again?
time to start a romantic relationship with a head in a bag.
Or
I've
the
already
best
possibly got one with a
time.
elf ghost in my head. I don't even know anymore.
There is a time and place for this kind
That's
of
hot.
thing.
Do you close the bag again? Do you close the bag again, Morrie?
I do.
He goes, "Oh no, stop, no, wait." So what are you guys doing? Tell me what you guys are doing.
I guess we're gonna go kind of cover ourselves, head to that. Are we covering ourselves again? Just heading to that area?
Nope.
All
Yeah.
right.
We're gonna
if we,
see.
like, could trigger, like, if we were gonna test how good their disguise sensing skills are. Or
Yeah.
Well, we already know Larso, like a really good disguise gets past.
Okay,
him.
but can we try just like as with the mustache or something?
We'll try your disguise next, because your disguise is good, but not as good.
Yeah, I just got like the cloak and long sleeves.
Yeah, we'll just like dangle you in front of them, and then if they like start running at you, you can just.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong? Sounds great.
All right.
And then if they don't run at you, we'll see if they fall from my disguise, which they obviously won't. And then if they run at me, then we know we have the backup plan. We lure them to that
Yeah.
one tunnel spot, and hopefully they
I've
come
got
after
a-
us, and then we just choke point.
I've got a decent backup if there's like more surrounding too. So I'll go first. Just kind of see
Cool.
what they do.
Cool. I'm gonna do it.
Remember the game plan, boys. We lure them to that tunnel spot. If they come out,
Yeah, that's our
Yep.
fallback, so we can get out of here,
All right.
and also so we get.
Kind of keeping the hood up.
You guys,
all right. Let's sit 60 feet away.
you guys are
It's enough
60
range
feet
to
away,
help.
which you are still in the city of Matoa.
Okay. And I'll just walk through the gate alone, I guess, for now.
So you walk through the gate, and as soon as you walk past the gate itself, you see not only that they're the ones right in front of you, right?
Yeah.
But you do see there is another set over here hanging out. Over here, another set of 10.
Another set of 10. Okay.
Rad.
That's 20.
That's not hot.
So I think they figured that someone was trying to get in earlier, and they beat the defenses.
But they do
Very
not
good.
seem to be reacting to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell, "Do a dance!"
How close are like any people walking around this area other
Yeah,
than
lots of people. This is one of the 3 gates into the city.
Okay. Like are
And-
people how much distance are people usually keeping from them?
You've got at least 9 people within 10 feet of you.
9 people within 10 feet of me. Okay.
And there's guards at the gate that are kind of like watching people as they walk in and out. If anyone's suspicious, that you see a couple of them will move forward and like talk to someone that's walking in, or something like that.
Okay. Alright, so
Also-
they don't seem to react at all to
Thomas,
Yep.
I want you to give me a history check with advantage.
I do love a good history check.
Wow.
Hey,
Oh,
Thomas, right now it is about 8 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, these gates close for the night.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Tanith will just kind of mill around the area for like 5 minutes.
Where
or so.
show me exactly, where exactly do you go?
She doesn't go far. She just kind of tries to mingle with the crowd and see like if they respond at all, if she gets to a certain distance from them or anything like that. Like she's keeping the hood up and head down. kind
So
of.
you walk and you are tell me when you want to stop. You walk and you are in between them in the road.
Okay, and they don't respond at all?
They don't seem to move.
Alright. I'll sort of try to like loop around and then head back out like kind of like
How far do
Yeah.
you get? Are you gonna keep walking?
she's not going very far. She's just gonna kind of like loop around like that.
All
and
right.
head
As
back out the
soon
gate
as
and
you
just
get
kinda-
to this corner and start making the turn, you notice 2 things. First thing, this group is shambling toward you.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
engage the plan. Throw a rock at them, and then
Do the thriller.
piss them off, and then run. And engage
This
the
group is
strategy.
shambling toward you, and then there
Alright.
is
Which-
another group
okay.
that is standing.
Here. Which group? They're not really highlighting.
The one that you passed.
When I passed, okay, so the ones I walked by. Right here?
Right there. Those ones that you passed.
Okay. Alright, they're heading towards me as I
They
come
are
back around.
they are
around
moving
this corner.
this way toward you,
Okay.
and you see another group of zombies right here.
Oh boy. About how much space is there? Like, how much space do they fill?
What do you mean?
The group that's behind me, like.
Well, there's 10 of them, so they fill up. They fill up 10 square feet. I mean,
Okay.
or not 10 square feet. That's a lot. Sorry, my brain is not working.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, they fill up that space. There's 1 on one side. There's 5 on one side of the road and 5 on the other side of the road.
Okay. I'm debating here on like how I want to, because I don't want to stay here. There's a lot of zombies around.
Skirt, and see if they chase you.
All right, yeah. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing and just see.
Fucking run!
Yeah, I'm trying. I start running. I'm trying to kind of keep an eye out for any others that pop up.
So you're not? Are you running?
I'm not running. I'm walking a little bit faster.
Okay.
I'm advancing in the opposite direction.
Yeah, if they're moving kind of slow, I'm just gonna keep walking at a little bit faster.
So real quick, you are going to be.
Just kind of try to.
You are going to be this yellow. Oops. Sorry, you are going to be this yellow right here.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you sort of start walking toward this intersection, so about here, right?
Yeah.
These, if I can click them, these zombies start to follow you to that corner. And they turn the corner and they're looking at you. Okay? You get to that intersection right there. These zombies right here start moving toward you this way. If it'll let me.
Does it seem like the other group stops completely when the new group starts moving towards me?
No.
Okay.
This group is moving toward you.
All right. How many people are around other than zombies?
There's a lot of people walking to and fro. I mean, you're definitely not in a private area. This is very, very public.
Oh boy, damn. Okay, my escape plans are both going to attract attention. I'll keep heading straight forward, just the way that I'm just gonna keep heading this way.
Which way?
Draw dots. I drew some dots on accident. I was trying to paint.
Right there. Okay.
What second level spells do you have, Jordan?
So
real quick.
you start. Move to here.
I've got Misty Step and Spiritual Weapon prepared. I was gonna try
beautiful.
and Misty Step away, but that's obviously gonna attract attention.
Oh, we don't care about attention.
You see these at the end of the road, and they sort of converge, and there's 20 zombies behind you, and they're sort of just following.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
How long is this alleyway?
What?
How long is this alleyway back down to the?
It's about 50 feet.
Actually, I'm way too far away. I can't see.
50 feet. Okay, just keep that in mind. I'm just gonna keep heading back this way towards the gate. Is they're just kind of all following me at this point?
Yep, they are following you now. So when you get to here,
okay,
they're behind you again, just about to round the corner. Yep. And you see the group that had been shambling around over here is much closer than you expected. They're right at this corner.
Alrighty. Then in that case, I'm gonna do the escape plan. How far away is the gate from me?
Okay, so just so you know, they're like 30 feet away from you, and they're just slowly walking toward you.
I know. I want to get as much distance as I can.
We're gonna deal with a zombie apocalypse in this game.
Yeah. So, how far away is the gate from where I'm standing? Right here.
It's about 70 feet away from you.
70 feet away from me. Okay, perfect. I will continue walking. I'll continue walking that way. And then I will casually Misty Step to the other side of the gate, because it takes me, I believe, 60 feet. Let me see.
Takes you 30.
30 feet? Okay, so I'll walk 30 feet.
Actually, do you need a Misty Step?
I'm not sure, actually. I was just going to try and get through the gate as quickly as I could.
Because that is a second level spell, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I guess, okay, I'll just dash for now. I'm just kind of, not really sprinting, but moving fast. Like,
as you try to sprint through the gate, one of the guards steps in front of you and he goes, "Hey, wait up."
Yes.
Well,
Wait, Mac, was that a guard or a zombie?
That was a guard. Like one of the Matoa City guard.
Okay.
He
I'll
stops
stop.
you and he goes, "Hey, we just saw you walk out of here. What are you running around for?"
I'm sorry. I'm new to the city and I got a bit lost.
He hears your
I think I
accent
was-
and he goes,
Yeah.
"Ah, well, what are you going to the stretches for? What are you looking?"
Oh, I didn't know. I thought this was just another part of the city.
"I wouldn't go out there if I were you, to be honest."
Oh, okay.
And he goes, "There's lots of strange folk around." And he sort of nods his head toward the stretches.
Okay.
Tanith will just nod and, okay, thank you very much. I'm sorry for the trouble.
He goes, "Next time, I wouldn't advise just running around near a guard. It's, makes us a little jumpy."
Of course, I understand.
And then he goes, "Okay, well, be off with you." And he sort of lets you through the gate.
Right. Tanith just gives him a nod and walks through back to the others.
Cool. You get through the gate. And you see as you sort of turn back around over your shoulder that this set of zombies has moved back to their original spot. And they stand
Okay.
exactly where they were standing before.
Okay. I'll return to the group. Just
Okay, so, they started following me when I walked by them, so I'm not sure if they recognized me or if something. I'm not sure what triggered them exactly, but they started following me.
Odds are they probably did.
There were two more groups. There was one a bit further to the.
would that be like to the northeast?
Oh,
Kinda, or-
crap. Okay, so one quick thing.
Yeah?
I just rolled a hidden stealth check, and you notice something very strange. Right above your head, only about 10 feet above your guys' head while you are talking, there is a black bird sitting and watching you very, very intently.
It's just watching us.
Yep. You wouldn't have noticed it because there's lots of birds in town, but this one is oddly still, and it's just
Who's the
staring
one that
at
noticed
you.
it?
Tanith.
What?
Tanith.
Tanith, okay.
Okay, Tanith will be kind of talking, and then she'll just trail off, and she's just looking up at the bird.
What is it, Tana?
Kind of drop my voice a little bit.
There is a bird watching us very strangely. It is way too focused for a normal bird.
I want to stealthily load my crossbow.
I'm gonna firebolt it.
No.
Oh,
Jesus.
I was gonna
And
say we catch it.
In the
Oh,
middle
no,
of the
no, this
street?
bird
It's not
fucking
gonna-
dies.
In the middle of the street?
It's a bird, right?
Yeah, but people will notice you throwing fire in the middle of the street.
Ah, you're right. All right, I'm just gonna give him 2 fingers.
Yeah,
Flip him off.
Crossbow. Don't let him know we're here.
Yeah, fucking distract. Oh, yeah, okay, shoot it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna shoot him.
Would it be possible for me to kind of like see if I could distract the bird really quick?
Okay, Mac. By now, I think my crossbow's loaded.
Sure, yeah, your crossbow's loaded.
All right.
Okay,
can
grab.
I help by distracting a little bit?
Sure, I mean, Thomas, give me an attack roll.
I'm gonna peg the bird, Mac.
I was gonna okay. I was just curious. I kind of want if I can help. I don't know if I can.
So that's gonna be Dex, and it's gonna be the
You can give him
crossbow.
advantage if you would like.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna basically have my snake suddenly just fly up at the bird and try to just kind of surprise it and distract it a bit so we can have advantage.
Okay. You do that.
Cool.
Thomas, roll with advantage.
Yep. Rad. We'll do one of these, and we'll do one of these. Oh no.
Oh, shit! Thank you for thank God
So
for
you nail this bird right under the chin, and it just puffs into. No, it doesn't even make a sound. It puffs into smoke.
Fuck.
It's a familiar. It's exactly like Tepin. It's a familiar.
Yeah, Soul's fucking spying on it.
At least now we know what to look for that way.
Everything fucking cut out again.
I heard it. I think that
God
was on
damn
your end.
it. Discord.
Hey, Mac, I'm just curious, how late are you planning on going? Because I work at 4 a.m.
No, I know. That's
Yeah.
what I'm about to say. I was just about to say, hey, I need to get heading to bed anyways. We're heading up
Yeah.
on three hours
yeah,
and 30
just-
minutes playing right now. So
Yep.
what I'm going to say is, you guys, it's about to be night. It's about 30 minutes before the gates will close. Is there anything you guys want to do?
I think we just know that they're gonna if they see us they won't leave, but if we go into the stretches, they will follow us. So I think we should just head back to town for now. Head back to the what's
Yeah.
the name of the inn called?
Yeah.
The Lumpy Lampoon.
Lumpy
Uh,
Lampoon.
Yeah, the Lumpy Lampoon. And then we'll go
You
to
gotta be keeping an eye out for weird birds. I
yeah, we'll just
guess.
call it a next day, and then next time when we play,
Yep.
we will mess them up. We'll go in. We'll go with the next stage of our plan, and we're gonna see if we can.
That was
sneak
just
into the
about what I was
stretches
gonna say.
through the tunnels.
Is what we're gonna do is you guys start thinking about what you're gonna do. Feel free to message me on Discord. Ask me questions
Okay.
about what you guys are. Hey, did we notice this? Did we notice this? You can ask me questions about the map. We can get it all figured out. Other than that, you guys feel free to talk amongst yourselves. You can even make a secret Discord chat without me if you're afraid of me learning your secrets. Other than that, just double check with that. If you have any questions, just message me on Discord. I'm going to say you guys get back to the Lumpy Lampoon. And when you get there, there is a note at the counter for you, Thomas.
Oh boy.
The note is written in Nell's handwriting.
Oh boy. She knows we went to the freaking stretches. She's mad. She's probably mad.
She says,
Okay,
I've learned the date and
Oh.
the time.
fuck.
All right.
Nice.
Oh hell yeah!
She goes, it's next week.
Next week. Okay.
And I'm going to share something with you guys in the Discord so you guys can see my calendar that I've made. And it has all the, it has like dates of when you guys have done things that you guys would like to see. I will put in there and mark when the meeting is going to be. And then I will also, on the World Anvil map, I will put a purple question mark where the meeting is going to take place.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, so you guys will be able to
Fantastic.
find the time and the place. I doubt you guys will probably get to it just seeing the pace you guys went this session. I had a fun
Oh,
time just
goody.
letting you guys explore for a while. I think I always love that sort of stuff. Going through and seeing new things is always lots of fun. Feel free. I think that's where we're gonna end tonight. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you go to bed?
I think we're set.
Yeah, I think I did.
You guys gonna ask any questions?
Tanith, if there's any way to like cover the windows to her room, she'll do that.
Yeah, they come with complimentary
Okay, yeah.
drapes.
Wow.
Yeah, she's just gonna do that. She's usually like sleeps with the window like open part way,
Yeah.
but she's just gonna close it tonight.
Cool. You do that, and
She doesn't like that whole lurking familiar thing.
the scythe does not
Probably
seem
a
to
good
move
idea.
from your bed, by the way.
Yeah.
You know what? It's fine. He's injured. He can have it. Tanith's
Alright.
a strong girl. She'll sleep on the
Did
floor.
Pat leave me?
His Discord died.
Ah,
Rip.
you good. Well, I think we'll call that a night.
Oh, there he
He's
is.
back in.
I'm
Uh,
back.
Yep.
Okay.
So we'll call it a night. You guys end up doing that. Last call. Is there anything else anyone is doing other than Tanith?
Ooh, I want to go up to Chichio, buy a shot of liquor, and I just want to slide it to Thomas. Or sorry, to Larsa and be like, nice shot. Earlier.
Aww.
Oh, that's so nice.
That was such a nice character.
It's a shot for shot gesture, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stoked because man, it's been a long, confusing day.
All right. Well, I'll leave you guys on that. If you're watching right now, I don't think anyone is. We only have 2 people watching at the moment. Feel free to follow me here on Polymac1 so you can see us in the future. Make sure to go over to YouTube and type in The Role Players Podcast. If you want to catch up, you want to see what's been going on in the session. We put all of our videos up there, and I update them, usually put them up within the hour after we stream. If you guys have anything you'd like to say, make sure to go in and tell us in the comments. Otherwise, make sure to look in the description and see all of these guys' awesome stuff. These guys are really awesome. I love playing with them. Is there anything anyone wants to say real quick?
No,
I think I'm good. That was fun.
Cool. You guys have a great night. We will see you guys next Monday at about 6:30. Hopefully, we'll try not to be as late as this week, but you never know what's going to happen. So, yep, make sure to keep in contact with us, and when you see us pop up on Twitch, just make sure to log in and say hi.
Yeet.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good one, folks.
Bye.